What's up, shipheads? This is the Yacht Show presented by DraftKings. We got the best show for you yet. Our first ever guest on the show today, WyattzWorld. He's a hilarious NFL TikToker and YouTuber. We got an absolutely great interview with him. We also talk about how the Browns are absolutely screwed. It's just not a great time to be a Browns fan. The Week 15 NFL preview. We have Saturday football this week. We actually have a good Thursday night football game for once as well. And all of us are live in studio today. Actually, I thought Johnny was in, but I think we're joined by the big Lebowski himself. Lebowski, what's going on?
Obviously, you're not a golfer.
Can we get an angle on Johnny and the Lebowski behind him?
Yeah, you see it right there.
Okay, that is absolutely uncanny.
At least I'm housebroken.
So, with all that in mind, let's get into today's top headlines. My first headline: Steph Curry passed Ray Allen's all-time record by hitting 2,974 threes. He needs only 10 more to break Johnny's record for most threes hit outside of Cleveland bars.
Oh, that cuts deep.
Matt, you go first. I got to pull mine out.
He's going to pull something out. All right. Last night, Kevin Durant made headlines after tweeting at Skip Bayless saying, "I don't really like you." Afterwards, Stephen A. Smith tweeted the exact same thing directed at Max Kellerman.
Trevor Lawrence continued to struggle on Sunday he was picked off 4 times, which is the same number of times Sir Yacht has gotten tased.
That's true. It's a callback to an episode earlier this week. The Browns have 17 players that can't play this week due to COVID-19. Some are experiencing no symptoms. Some have a sore throat. Or what Nancy Reagan would call just another day as First Lady.
Oh, sorry, guys. I just got hit by a Justin Herbert throw.
I was like, what are you doing? I thought you were like...
I thought he actually fell down.
What?
This Saturday, former NBA star Darren Williams will be boxing former NFL star Frank Gore on the undercard of the Paul versus Woodley fight. When reached for comments, execs from Dancing with the Stars responded with, "Fuck him, we don't need him anyways."
We're actually going to see that fight, Jerry. Maybe.
We're going later.
The Browns play at that time, so maybe not. Hand sanitizer kills 99.9% of all germs. The 0.01% Urban Meyer would call winners.
Oh. Okay, so Tom Brady is normally known by the NFL community as the GOAT, but now reports have said former First Lady Nancy Reagan was known as the throat goat by Hollywood executives. When asked about this, Brady said, "Look, I kissed my son, but I'm not doing that."
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my God. He's walked out.
He's out of here.
He's
2 minutes in, Joey has walked off
done.
the set.
Oh my God. It's my first 2 minutes on the podcast in the studio, and I just made him walk out.
Apparently, Johnny without his Zoom delay is just absolutely killer.
We're officially done. We're officially done. That was the greatest. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
That was unbelievable.
Really means
a
lot.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Bro.
Wait, what's Johnny, do the Adam Sandler Uncut Gems thing right now.
Holy shit, I'm gonna come!
No, the other one.
That's history right there, don't you understand?
I was just gonna say in like a normal Adam Sandler voice, but that's fine. That's history right there, don't you understand?
Dad, that's history right there, don't you understand?
All right. Matt, you still have one more, right?
Yep, I do.
I'm sorry.
You're totally fine.
Oh my God.
J.R. Smith recently announced that he got a 4.0 in his first semester of college, proving once and for all that there is no link between intelligence and marijuana usage.
Jesus Christ.
That's good.
Jesus. Holy cow. The headlines were so good this week. Oh my God.
Bro.
I can't even breathe.
Oh my God, you okay?
No, we're good. So,
oh my God,
I'm literally dying. Quick transition. I bought Super Mario Galaxy. Thank you. Just found out we had a copy at home still, so kind of fucked that one up, but that's okay. Rams Cardinals game. We can talk about that real quick.
Sure.
A great Monday night game.
That was awesome.
Matt, all of us were on the Goose Egg gambling podcast, or John and I joined the podcast, and we manipulated you. Is that the right word? Into rooting for the Cardinals instead of the Rams?
You just convinced me to go against my heart, which it's my fault. I should have held my conviction, but I did not bet on the Cardinals. I bet on the over, which hit, which I was excited about. But it was still just fun for me to watch the Rams win. Like I said, I come from a Ramley, so
Rambling.
like I think if there is a team I cheer for in the league, it might slightly still be the Rams.
And
so I was just excited to see them get that win.
No, I'm very happy for you. And that
Very proud of him.
Jared, yeah, right. See, this is why we shouldn't be fans of teams.
I know.
This is why we have Vikings and Browns. Browns literally have a list of people that are on the COVID-19 list. It's longer than the starting quarterback since 1999 list. And Matt's over here having a good time. He said Ramley.
Yeah, I'm just picking and choosing my spots.
Bro,
I still experience the highs, but just not as many of the lows.
Right.
It's a great spot to be.
I'm doing the same thing too. Like I just pick whatever team I like.
Fuck you, dude. You're wearing a Browns hat.
Yeah, man. Sometimes they do well.
I want you to reference Big Lebowski, like just periodically through the show. Like that's your opinion, man. Like all that stuff.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, here we go. But I don't know.
Wait. I just realized there's a fucking bowling ball right there.
Right.
Yeah.
It's for You Betcha Radio.
Yeah, but like, have you watched The Big Lebowski?
No, but I understand that there's a bowling ball.
No, like bowling's like a big part of.
Yeah,
the
I
movie.
understand. You show me the highlights on YouTube. I need to watch that. Anywho, can we please talk about the Rams Cardinals?
No, let's talk about bowling.
We put like a 4-thing bet down. It was like Odell for over 45 yards, Cooper Kupp over 96 yards, the over, and then something else. Anywho, soft flex. I won a lot of money on DraftKings this week.
Congrats.
So thank you.
Hey, so did I.
I appreciate it.
You stole me.
Okay. But that was a great game. Odell looks really good in a Rams uniform. So we just say, was Baker the problem?
What was that? What was that taunt OBJ did when he scored a touchdown?
The Detroit defense guy, self-defense guy.
Okay.
You know, a guy that has like the slick back,
Okay.
and he like does like you grab the gun. Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Okay.
Points to the camera after.
Yeah, I saw that and I was really confused what that was. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm too much of a boomer.
No, I mean that I like Odell in Los Angeles simply for the fact that he's like him and Juju are like very marketable like NFL players for like social media, and like him being like the biggest entertainment capital of the world, and like him actually getting like touchdowns and stuff.
So do you think OBJ is like peaked? Like this is as good as he's going to get? Is he going to get better? Is he going to get worse?
I think he's going to be someone like a 1 touchdown a game guy. I mean, if he can get 60 yards a game and score a touchdown, I don't think anybody's going to complain.
Johnny, what do you think?
I probably agree with that. Yeah, I probably agree with that.
I mean, I don't think he's going to get like 150 yards like or anything like
Right.
that. I mean, he might. He's not going to do what he did, like catch like a 5-yard pass and then go for 70 yards. It's going to be on a deep route where he beats somebody because he's still a fantastic route runner. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I think he's obviously doing right now. He's 3 touchdowns in 3 games, and he had 3 touchdowns in his whole 2 seasons with the Browns, which is just interesting.
Since 2020, he had more than that.
Oh, did he? I just saw that stat on Twitter, so I could just be making stuff up.
No, it was really weirdly worded. I think he had like 7.
I think the one interesting thing to watch is we always hear a lot of back and forth on is OBJ a diva or not, and obviously he's the second fiddle on that team to Cooper Kupp. So will he be able to stomach that for a long time? Will he be able to show the maturity because they are winning now with this combo they've got going? So I just think it'll be interesting to watch and see how that progresses. But I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be great.
I think just him living, like he lives in Los Angeles in the offseason, like 7 months out of the year. If you're on the Browns, it might be less, but I think he'd be a great fit there. I mean, he loves living out there, very marketable. LA makes sense for him. LeBron went out for the same reason. I mean, if he really cares about winning, he would do that. If he really cared, he would go to his hometown or back home with the Saints, I think, if he really wanted to be the number one, but the Saints fucking sucks. So,
Yeah, they're horrible people.
I don't know.
Horrible people.
Jake, did I say Jake?
You said Jake again.
Oh
No,
my
I
God.
said Jake. I said Jared when Jake
Yeah,
was tasing me, and now Jake is the producer
Bro,
now. That's Jared.
Bro, I'm starting to think you have like massive PTSD from that.
I do. I got tased 4 times. It's on my Twitter, TikTok, and
Bro,
everywhere.
you also like decided like you wanted to get tased 2 more times.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's on you.
No, it's 3 times actually. Jared and I are going to Tampa this weekend.
Yep.
We were going to the Saints-Bucks
Windy
game, and
City.
accidentally we're going to be there at the same time as the Jake Paul, now Tyron Woodley fight because Tommy Fury pulled out, unlike Jake Paul's dad. So we were speaking of Jake Paul's dad. We were supposed to interview Jake Paul's cousin on the show, and GP Greg Paul nixed the interview, I guess.
Wow.
So we're kind of big time here.
Yeah.
We're pretty big time in the Sir Yacht Show, but we're going. Jared, what are you most looking forward to this weekend?
The 84 degrees. And
yeah.
seeing Tom Brady play. Honestly, I'm not excited for the Paul fight. I think it's a fixed fight.
There is a knockout clause. If Tyron Woodley knocks out Jake Paul, he's going to give him $500,000.
Yeah, but it could be a fall guy.
There's there's no way he's gonna knock him out. Like Jake Paul's not gonna lose.
There's better odds for Tyron Woodley to knock out Jake Paul than there is for Tyron Woodley to win by decision.
Right, but then they could just split the pot later, just under the table.
Yeah, there's a lot of shady stuff that happens in boxing. Who do you think's going to win?
I think Woodley takes this one. I'm actually I wouldn't say I'm a Jake Paul fan, but I like very much respect and admire what he's doing, and I respect him probably more as a fighter than a lot of the other guys you see on just like Facebook and Twitter, who every time he wins, they're always like, "Oh, he won't see me though. He won't see me though." So I think Jake just spent all his time training for a completely different fighter, and then to have a new fighter come in last second, I gotta imagine that throws something off. I'm not a boxer, so I obviously don't know anything about it, but.
Well, if you know anything about pro wrestling, just do that. It's the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it the same like theatrics?
Oh, yeah,
Stuff like that?
definitely. It's the same church, different pew type of thing.
Really?
Yeah. It's a fixed fight.
What, do you honestly think it's just for, like views and
Yes.
stuff?
I think it's a fixed fight.
I don't know.
And you think someone who has like such fighting experience and like has grown up their whole life as a fighter like Woodley, he's just gonna like take a bow?
Oh, yeah, definitely. For the money.
For a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
He's more relevant than ever.
He got I love Jake Paul.
Yeah, he got the
tattooed on his
tattoo.
middle finger.
You don't think that has like any sort of revenge factor or anything like that?
I think it's all work.
Really?
I talked to my one friend who covered the MMA when we were in college. We played basketball together. His name is Spencer Kirksey. He said there's no way, like Tyron Woodley growing up being like just a bad motherfucker in general, just like knocking people out in UFC. There's no way he would illegitimize that. Illegitimize?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same. Yeah.
That's, you know what I was going for.
Yeah.
By going into a rigged fight.
Money talks.
It does, but at the same time, I feel like there's some sort of pride, especially if he's going to lose to this quote unquote Disney Channel star twice now. That's just such a bad look. He cares about his legacy too. He's got a ton of money. Like, how much more is a certain amount of money when you already are in that multi-million?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing he told me too. There's two things like that. Imagine getting memed by Jake Paul once. Now imagine getting memed by Jake Paul twice. Here's the second thing. If Tyron Woodley wins, there's a lot on line because that means there's another fight coming out, more pay, a trilogy, which is always a huge thing in boxing, wrestling, combat sports.
So you're picking Woodley to win?
I put money down on Woodley to win. Just whatever. If I think Jake Paul is going to win by decision, I think it's going to be the same thing as last time. I don't think there's going to be a knockout. This is the funniest thing, though. We talked about two different things when we're going to Tampa. Literally, Jake Paul and the greatest football player to ever step
Right.
on the field, and we're talking about Jake Paul.
Yeah, I agree.
What is wrong? What is wrong with me?
Johnny, what do you think?
Do you want to talk about Tom Brady?
Yeah. Tom Brady, obviously the GOAT, loves his son quite a bit.
Is he the throat goat though?
No, I told you he's not doing that. He's not doing that.
That was unbelievable,
bro. I'm seriously like almost convinced that Tom Brady's taking HGH. He's 44 years old. His arm strength does not look like it's like
that pass he had to Mike Evans against the Bills. Absurd.
Super HGH.
Also, the guy who caught the touchdown to win in overtime, Brashad Perriman, former Browns legend, kind of.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad to see Browns wide receivers succeed anywhere else because they like literally never have good wide receivers in their room, and then they just let everybody else go. I can't think of another person, but I just for this just pretend the Browns have let so many wide receivers go, and they're really good. They're Hall of Fame status basically, like Brashad Perriman, Hall of Famer.
Braylon Edwards, Hall of Famer.
Just chilling in Cedar Rapids. Jared, how do we do last week?
All right, I'm glad you asked. Thanks for asking, Joey.
You're welcome.
Last place was me with 7.
7 out of, is that 14 games?
Yes. Yep.
Hey, wait, if you got 7 last week, that's pretty good.
I was in last place, so.
But that's
almost
50% of your
gambler.
game.
yeah, that is good progress.
Thanks,
right there.
guys. I won't say the rest.
We clap for you because we did better.
Matt, you had 8.
Hey,
That's professional gambler status.
That is good. Joey, you had 9.
Well, I'm second again. I'm third.
The wheel also had 9.
Oh, I'm with the wheel. Congratulations. The wheel's back. Big wheel. Baby wheel could not pick. Big wheel picked.
And Johnny, you got 10 right.
Johnny, first place again.
Bro,
Oh, boy.
first place, back-to-back champions. Let's
From
go.
a different time zone, nonetheless.
Bro, I'm just too good.
Oh, real quick.
Johnny, you're out of your element right now.
Forget it, Donnie. You're out of your element.
Johnny, do you like Central Time Zone or Eastern Time Zone more?
I think I like this more because like I don't know, just it's now. Although like I will say it's kind of weird for it to be like 12:54 right now, but like 1:54 where I'm from because I have to push out my content like obviously an hour earlier.
Sure. That's true. Here's a nice thing though, where we're in Eastern Time Zone, you work for a company in Central Time Zone. When I wake up at 10 o'clock, everybody's getting to the office at 9. So like, and I could just do stuff from like my bed if I wanted to, because sometimes I stay up and watch YouTube shit in a rabbit hole until like 2 a.m. So, but do you like Fargo so far? Is it treating you well?
Yeah, it's pretty low key, but like I like it a lot.
Well, we could do high key stuff, but like all I do is like stay here. Like,
You guys are also not far from the office. You probably haven't seen too much of the actual town.
No, we're like a 3-minute walk from the office, so it's all good. Football fans, I'm sure we all love an action-packed, high-scoring NFL game, right?
I know
I do.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, I
okay.
beat you.
Okay. So, but with the latest no-brainer from DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, you'll be a winner once a single point is scored. New customers who bet just $1. How much, Jared?
$1.
$1. Or on any team to score can win $100 in free bets. It's that simple. If Sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, you can still get in on the NFL action. Everyone can play for huge cash prizes all season long with DraftKings daily fantasy sports contests. So here's how you do it. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now using promo code YouBetcha. Bet $1. How many?
$1.
$1 on any team to score and win $100 in free bets. If they score, you score with promo code YouBetcha this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older, New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit and $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, here's our interview with WyattzWorld. I'd like to welcome our first guest. You were kind of a guest a couple of times, Matt, but our first actual guest doesn't get paid by You Betcha on the Sir Yacht Show. He's known for his hilarious NFL comedy videos, including his NFL therapy videos, having around 735,000 followers and 30 million likes on TikTok. If you're on the app, you've definitely seen his videos, 124,000 YouTube subs. He's also a Twitch partner, a fan of the Bills and the Vikings, and one of my favorite content creators out there. It's his world, guys, and we're just living in it, ladies and gentlemen. WyattzWorld.
Hello. Thanks for having me, guys.
Dude, thanks for coming on. I'm so stoked about this. So I kind of wanted to ask, how did you get started doing... I would assume TikTok was the thing you first blew up on, and then maybe it was YouTube and Twitch after that. What got you started in becoming a content creator?
Yeah, so a long time ago, back before I did any sort of content creation or anything, I always kind of just had an imagination for creating things, but I just never put force behind it. I never actually reached out and did it. Growing up anyway, with that being said, my brother and I, we've been sports fans. My brother, especially, he collects jerseys and all this stuff. And in our closet at home, we had the entire NFC North set. We had the Lions, Bears, Packers, and Vikings, of course. And I saw that set of jerseys and I thought to myself one day, dude, I could really do something with that. But I'm not going to be the guy to make it happen. I'm just going to kind of let that float over my head. Anyway, fast forward a couple of years, something called COVID-19 hit. Oh, yeah. And we were all trapped inside our houses. And I saw those jerseys and I said, I'm going to make it happen. And that one video just exploded and it kind of kickstarted it all for me. But yeah, TikTok was the first.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want to make all these NFL videos, but what they do is they go on Google and they print out a logo and then they have some sort of jersey with it. So for you to have a lot of those jerseys, I bet it really helped. And I could imagine you probably collected more and more jerseys as you kind of made more content over time. When did you start doing? Because you do. I'm assuming it's just gaming content on Twitch. It's completely different from what the content you do on YouTube. Completely different from the content you do on TikTok. What's it kind of like just doing this full time?
It's always something that I growing up wondered about. I always wondered, and I always saw it as this luxury. People who are full-time YouTube creators, they just wake up when they want and go make a video when they want and do this when they want. Not really. It's actually kind of a lot of balance, and you've got to figure and incorporate many different things at one time. So, like I'll wake up one day and it's a skit first, and then it's YouTube right away. And then it's an editing process in between then. So then when I have that little downtime is normally when I'll start to get something ready for a Twitch stream to hop on. But like you said earlier, Twitch is so much different from the content that I do on YouTube and TikTok that I've got to kind of put myself almost in like a different mindset or position, because not only is Twitch gaming, but Twitch is a live audience and the rest of what I do isn't.
Interesting. So we'll open it up to the other people that are also on the show, but I just want to ask one more question before we do that. I've noticed, and I think a lot of people have noticed, you are a Bills fan. I think you are from Minnesota, but you are a Bills fan. You're also a Vikings fan. I think you've made a TikTok explaining your situation before, but for people that have not seen that video, how did you become a Bills fan, and what is it like being both a Bills and Vikings fan?
Oh, I feel like a loser for one. So that's always good. So I didn't really watch football at all growing up. Like I knew what it was. My brother grew up with it. Friends grew up with it, but it wasn't until I hit like 8th grade, 9th grade, early high school that I got into the actual sport. However, when I would ever play Madden or anything like that, whoever I was playing against for my buddies, they would always pick Minnesota. So my team would always be the Bills. I like their logo. I like their color. I like their uniform. So when I started actually watching football, started following the Bills, I support the Vikings, but they are my team. Combined 0-8 in the Super Bowl, and here I sit with a smile on my face.
Yeah, we were at the Steelers Vikings game last Thursday, and they literally cannot keep any game. Like it was 29-0. Jared, what was the final score?
36-28, I think.
Jared still has PTSD from them losing to
I'm completely fucking numb from this season. I don't even want to make the playoffs because I know fucking Zero will still be around. And it'll just be
that's true.
Hang on by a fucking thread again.
That's true. All right, you go ahead.
Speaking of that, Wyatt, do you actually think there is a curse in Minnesota sports fandom? Everyone always talks about it, but does it exist? And if so, is there any way it gets broken? Is Alex Rodriguez, being the Timberwolves owner, the answer?
He was one of the most evil things that you could have brought into Minnesota. Like he killed the Twins over and over again. So him to bring us something good, that would be nice. As far as an actual curse goes, yeah, but I don't know what we did to deserve it. Like you got the Saints getting screwed over by the refs because they put a bounty on Brett Favre in 2009. That's a self-warranted thing. I like to think for the most part, the people in Minnesota are very good people. So I just don't know what we did wrong. But yeah, I do think there is a curse. And in order to break it, one of our teams have got to win.
You just need like a LeBron James. We're Johnny and I are Cleveland sports fans, so just get a giant superstar, and I think that'd be good.
Simple enough.
Justin Jefferson might be that though. You never know.
Yeah, he was. People in Cleveland are mad because one guy was like, "Oh, why is Justin Jefferson simping over Odell Beckham Jr.?" He wasn't. He was just saying Odell wasn't the problem in Cleveland because now he's doing well with Los Angeles. And
yeah, it's like they also played at LSU. Like they didn't play together, but like they both played at LSU. So like that's kind of why.
That's also true. That's also a good point.
I didn't think of that.
Justin Jefferson's pretty fucking good in person.
Yeah,
he's a beast. The whole Bills trade with him was real bittersweet. So.
Oh my God.
That's a good point.
Oh,
especially for you.
It really comes full circle, doesn't it? Okay, so let's slide over to the Bills. I wanted to talk to you about like their current situation. What exactly is going on with them? Like, what is their biggest problem right now? Is it the play calling? Is the lack of execution in general? Is the lack of run defense, or a lack of a run game? Like what is their biggest problem right now? Because they start out the season as like a potential representative for the AFC as a Super Bowl contender, but it's like they're 7-6 right now. They just came off losses to the Patriots and Bucks, and it's like what is their biggest problem right now?
Well, I will say letting up a 80-yard touchdown run once a game doesn't do them any favors when it comes to getting back on track. But their offense, as far as what it's missing, is something that I've been unable to identify, because it's no question that offense is not what it was last year. They're not scoring like they were. They don't look as comfortable as they were last year. And they have the same weapons, with Dawson Knox even being a better player than he was. Yeah. One thing that I know is an issue in Buffalo is they need a running back, okay? You can't have guys like Zach Moss and Devin Singletary who are 5'9" and 5'10" trying to run your ball through the middle. That's not going to work. And you can't have Josh being reliable for being not only your quarterback, but your running back too. Now, if it was a receiving back, that would help Josh too, because we've seen what he can do with Burrito. We've seen what he can do with TJ Yeldon last year, what he did with Shady the first year. So that's a huge problem in itself too. But another thing that I would like to address, and it's not, I'm not talking crap about our coach, but McDermott's got to get better at realizing the situation for what it is. You know, his decision to punt it on the 4th and 3 the other night, as much as I love Sugar Sean, man, I was stomping a goddamn hole through my floor. Like that shit can't happen either. So, I mean, it's a little bit of, I think, coaching managerial decisions, the use of a running back, Tre'Davious White being hurt in the secondary doesn't help him either.
So we, on our last podcast, the Walter Payton Man of the Year came out. So we decided it'd be funny to do the O.J. Simpson Worst Man of the Year instead, and we gave our nominations. Johnny gave Tom Brady and we ignored Jeff Bezos. So it's just Tom Brady, which you might resonate with because you're a Bills fan. He does pretty well when he's on the Patriots. He then goes to the Bucs. The Bucs they beat the Bills last week, and then now the Patriots are still really good in the AFC, so that fucking sucks. Jared picked Dan Campbell.
Yep.
Which was unreal.
Yeah,
I picked John Gruden, and you might like this one. Matt picked Vontae Davis, who retired at halftime in 2018. If you were to have a worst man of the year candidate this year, and like I mean, you don't have to say like Zach Stacy or like Henry Ruggs or something like that. Like
no, my worst man of the year is the guy that said Dan Campbell's a bad guy. What the fuck is that, dude? What do you have against Dan Campbell?
He beat the Vikings. How? That's like the worst thing you can do to somebody.
It's the only team he beat.
Yeah, it's the only
Exactly.
team
And
he
they
beat. Come
see
on.
fucking
you made
say
history, Jared.
I know, and he saved it for the Vikings. This is why it bothered me.
Oh
so
my.
much.
I mean, if
that-
it's
I'm
not
not that better.
Jared behind the mic, then biggest just piece of shit basically.
Yeah, it's like loser. Yeah. I mean,
Asshole.
I can think of one I didn't name, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, I feel like I have just a real unnecessary burning passion of hate for a group of individuals out there. Mine will probably always be Sean Payton. No matter what year or what day it is, I will always hate
That's
him.
a good one.
I like that one. I thought you were going to say Urban Meyer, but Sean Payton makes sense. It's that rivalry between Minnesota and New Orleans like is so funny. Like it's so random, but like it makes sense.
Mm.
Well, it's like that though, because I look at like the Packers, that's a rivalry, but it's kind of friendly. Like there's no friends with the Saints. Like I legitimately hate them.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. We were just there and they hate Minnesota too. It's really weird. Really weird.
100%. So other than the Bills and the Vikings, are there any other teams that you cheer for, or as a content creator, are you just kind of cheering for like drama, dysfunction, and just whatever makes a good storyline?
Yeah. What do you like making? Like, what team do you like making the like content on the
Making
most?
fun of the
or, like,
most, yeah.
people the most?
Well, I used to like making fun of the Lions, but they're in my comments every single time now on TikTok, so I'm going to kind of leave them alone.
Yeah.
As far as a team, it's always fun to take a shit on the Jets for me, just because I'm a Bills fan. But other than that, not really. I kind of just root for a team that has players that I like. You know, like right now the Bengals. I'm pretty on fire with them. I hope that they do well. You know, assuming that Buffalo doesn't get past where they are. When it comes to content that I like to create, what's easiest for me is just when somebody does something really, really stupid. As long as it's not like, you know, Henry Ruggs killing someone, I'm not going to make a joke about that.
right.
But Antonio Brown was a gold mine for me.
Yeah, that was an absolute gold mine. That's I think right now for me it's like Urban Meyer and Brian Kelly. Like literally just like they keep fucking up and I'm like, thank you, God. Like thank
Urban
you.
Meyer is my TikTok skit today, so
No way.
noon you'll see that.
All right, sounds good. George. Oh, sorry, Johnny.
Yeah. Okay. So, in your Bills fandom, what's been the most exciting win you've ever witnessed? Like your favorite win in general?
Good question.
So if we were still doing good this year, my favorite win in general would have been when we just murdered the Chiefs this year. But seeing how Buffalo is doing and what they're doing with that win,
Was it that game?
my favorite win will for always be. Give me a sec. Yep. Dallas Thanksgiving 2018
Oh,
when they beat them.
That's a good pick.
That is a very good pick.
I was going to say maybe the playoff game last year against Baltimore when they shut them down, but I hate Dallas, so that win meant more to me.
Yeah. We'll shoot a couple more questions, but I don't keep you too long. Jared and I are going to the Saints Bucks game this Sunday night.
Yep.
We're also going to the Jake Paul fight Saturday night, but we'll just ignore that one. Sunday night, anything you want us to say to if we see Tom Brady or Gronk, maybe Gronk stop doing insurance fraud with USAA. Like, you're not a member. Can you fucking figure it out?
Stolen valor.
Stolen valor.
It's ridiculous.
Since the Bills just lost fresh to the Buccaneers, anything you want us to say to the Buccaneers or Tom Brady?
Leave us alone. It's been enough. It's been 20 years one way. They don't need to do it again.
Right.
But it's weird. And I'm the same way as a Vikings fan too. I don't hate Tom and I don't hate Aaron Rodgers like you'd think, the fan in me would.
Yeah.
I respect them for how good they are. But when it comes to them, needing to just beat the hell out of the Bills every single time they play them, they can knock it off. They can take a break.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. Last one for me. I thought it was interesting when you said that you didn't really watch a lot of football growing up. And it made me think about how sports comedy is kind of a new thing in general, like with all the podcasts, like the Pat McAfee show, and then like everything you're doing. And your lane is kind of different. Like sketch sports comedy is something that's very new. So is that something you think about a lot, or like where do you just see that genre going?
Like, are you asking what my thought on the actual concept of sports comedy is in general?
Yeah, kind of just like, do you find it easier to make comedy that's based off sports, or does that like kind of pigeonhole you a bit, or?
It pigeonholes you to a max. I can't make anything that's not football related. If I try to make a video about me, I don't know what could happen. Someone could hit a baseball through my window right now, or not a baseball. We'll just say throw a rock through my window, and I could put a video on TikTok about it. And the first comment would be Super Bowl predictions, or your thoughts on Baker Mayfield, your thoughts on Ryan Tannehill. And it's just like, I didn't necessarily want that to be how it was, but in a sense, it gives you that niche, people know what they're going to get with me. And I know that certain days, like I can just do football or sports and I don't have to worry about covering anything else because it's, not really my thing. But there is sometimes where you can get mental blocks and when it comes to creating things after doing it, just every single day for so long.
Yeah, I like the video you made the other day about the best place to play Madden or play a video game. It's kind of sports related, but like it almost like wasn't too. Like it's, I don't know. I think.
No, I actually not to like plug myself in any way.
No, we're gonna plug you. We're gonna plug you.
Well, I made a second YouTube though, actually for non-sports related stuff, so that fan base can connect with me outside of the NFL.
What is it?
That's WyattzWorld Extra, so different.
Oh. You just got a new subscriber.
I appreciate you.
Nice.
Must be nice to have a backup channel that has 12.5 thousand subscribers. Must
Feels
be
comfortable, I guess.
Must be nice.
Super comfortable. Okay.
You got one more?
Yeah. Last question for me. So wanted to talk a bit about Josh Allen. Like as we know, Josh Allen was a very polarizing prospect in 2018. A lot of people, I think Joey and I, as Browns fans, were viewed him as like maybe as a guy that we did not want.
My dad wanted him.
Yeah, our dad wanted him completely. But obviously we've changed course over the time when we think he's like a top 10 quarterback at worst, and like potentially a top 5 at times. So my question is, what were your initial thoughts when the Bills drafted Josh Allen, and what are your thoughts on him right now?
So the when they drafted him, and I don't know if my buddy, I wish he was here, but it was up in my friend's, he lives in a Shellis, and they have this big loft up there, and we were all sitting around watching this draft happen, and I wanted Josh Rosen. Actually, I wanted Lamar, but Josh Rosen. So when I saw the Bills trade up to 7 or 8 or whatever it was, I got all excited. I remember leaning forward on the couch, and Goodell came out and he said, Josh, and he had a little pause too. He didn't say Josh Allen, Josh. And I got ready to stand up and he said, Allen. And I remember I took my hat off and I whipped it at like the wall or something as hard as I could. And I was just sitting there red in the face, pissed, and fast forward 4 years. And I don't think I would trade him for anybody in the league besides Aaron Rodgers. So I'm very, very happy with the player he's turned into. And I'm very, very happy that they didn't get Josh Rosen. That's for sure.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Safe to say they drafted the right Josh.
I would agree. All right. So we're going to get you out on this one. Biggest game of the week. I wanted to talk about it real quick going into week 15. And obviously it's Texans, Jaguars, the bottom 2 teams in the NFL. Wyatt, if the Jaguars lose to the fucking Texans, do you think Urban Meyer gets fired, or do you think they somehow finger it out?
Urban, I think, is 100% gone right now. The only reason they're keeping him is because they just don't want to even go through the struggle of dealing with an intern for the last 4 weeks. Same thing with Mike Zimmer. Honestly, I think they're both already predeterminedly fired.
I love it. All right. Anybody else? Good. All right. That was it's WyattzWorld. You can follow him everywhere at WyattzWorld. It's with a Z. It's not with an S. It's WYATTZ World. Wyatt, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
All right, that was our interview with WyattzWorld, presented by DraftKings, guys. That guy's a fucking legend.
So smart.
Yeah.
I don't like him insulting me though. That was a low blow.
I mean, it wasn't Matt. That was just being brutally honest.
As the resident Jared bully of the podcast,
God, here we go.
I think it could have been a lot worse. But I did feel like slightly defensive to you when it happened.
Yeah, he said I was the worst man of the year.
He did. He did give. Did you give you his your nominee?
He did choose somebody else though.
That's true.
To be fair,
And he's a Vikings fan, so I can't be that mad.
but they're his second team. He has the Bills, but
That's true.
That's true. All right, with
It's
that
not as bad as Matt.
yeah, not as bad as
team.
Matt.
Yeah.
Right. Let's talk about the NFL Week 15 preview. We got a good slate of games, I think, this week, Jared.
Very solid.
Starting off pretty solid too.
And we got Saturday games.
And Saturday games, maybe if they move the Browns game.
They're
Well,
not.
there'll still be
they're-
another
They're
one.
not. They're not moving it.
Oh, it's true. It's the Browns. So
Screw him.
No, like I'm.
Fuck 'em.
I mean, like they.
they already said they're not.
Yeah, well, like they said, like before the season, they're not like moving any. Like you have to field a team where you forfeit the game.
But that's what unvaccinated players. That's where it gets tricky. The Browns mostly have vaccinated players. Anyways,
All right. Are you guys ready?
yes.
All right. Chiefs versus most exciting team in the league. Chiefs -3.
One of the better Thursday night games of the year that I can remember. I'm ready to say Justin Herbert has passed Patrick Mahomes, best quarterback in the NFL right now.
That's a bad take.
What are your thoughts?
That's a horrible
Terrible take.
That was a bad take.
Why is that a bad
It's
take?
a victim of the moment.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
there.
Is 12 games, 15 games in the season like prisoner of the moment?
Okay, dude, if you're saying like in season, that's fine. Like obviously he's been playing better than Mahomes. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that.
Well, I'm not talking about 2019, obviously.
Okay, but like if you're saying like in general, it's like going into 2022, I think that's absolute fucking crazy talk.
It's-
Which is what I think you're saying.
What would you have, guys? What would you have Justin Herbert ranked?
I mean, I have him like top 5, top 3.
Top 6.
Well,
He's like at 4.
last time, Joey, I tried to tell you my top 10 quarterback list. You fell asleep on me, so I'm a little hesitant about this.
To be fair, that was at 2 a.m. in New Orleans after having hand grenades and voodoo daggers.
I think everyone was trying to fall asleep on me, but I have Justin Herbert like top 5 probably. I just think there it is. He turns the ball over a good amount still. He's had 8 picks in the last 8 games.
I don't know. Maybe I'm prisoner of the moment, but
No,
anyway,
I'm 100% victim of that as well. I'm always a prisoner of the moment. I live in a constant prison of
Right.
whatever moment I live in.
You still think Josh Rosen could still be a good quarterback?
He absolutely could if you put him in the right situation.
oh,
Name one good situation he's been in.
I don't care.
Cardinals?
Even the Cardinals were the worst team in the league.
I
that
will
year.
say Josh Rosen has had the smallest, like the tightest lead shot of any quarterback I've ever seen.
He's
It's
never
like,
been given a
you're
chance.
like the Cardinals. I mean, they did the right thing by drafting Kyler Murray.
yes,
Yeah,
but then he goes to the Dolphins. No,
he went to the Dolphins.
Yeah, he went to the Dolphins.
40, then 49ers.
The
49ers
Dolphins were the
and
worst
Falcons.
team that year as well. The Dolphins ended up, being
and then he went
worst
to the
team.
49ers
One of
as
the
a
worst.
backup,
Yep,
and then now he's like third string.
on the Falcons. Yep.
I was like, it's just like I don't think he's helping his case at all because like every time he gets into the fourth quarter, he just throws an interception.
But how hard is it for a quarterback who doesn't get the first team reps or any reps for that matter with the team to come into the fourth quarter?
When the
On a
defense
cold
is
arm.
hot, yeah, the cold arm. The defense is hot. They can afford to be opportunistic and go for big picks because they don't care if they get blown for like a 20-yard gain at that
We're
point.
talking about Josh Rosen and Jake Paul way too much in this fucking podcast. I have a Jake Paul shirt on though. One thing I think we can agree on though, guys, is this is going to be a great quarterback battle. I think potentially one of the better Thursday night games of the year because one, the Chiefs are on a roll. I don't know if they're going to lose another game this season. Two, Chargers are playing the most exciting team. It is in Los Angeles. We have to keep that in mind. So it is a home game for the Kansas City Chiefs,
Yep.
right? You get the bit now. This is going to be my lock of the week. I think the Chiefs are going to win by like 10 points. The Chiefs right now, the defense is playing great. The offense is playing great. That Andy Reid finally fucking realized again that they can run the football. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is doing pretty well. It's complimentary football, and they're gearing it up at the right time. And they're on a tear. I like the Chiefs by a lot.
Yeah, so I would probably be in agreement with you there. I guess for like maybe like slightly different reasons. I think like obviously like the concern I have for the Chargers is not at all with Justin Herbert because Like, as I said, he's like top 3 or top 5. Certainly a guy you want to consider for the MVP conversation. And maybe the guy that made like the greatest throw of the season, like that fucking like 59-yard touchdown to Jalen Guyton. I checked like next gen stats. Like apparently it was like 65 yards in the air. So it was like the second longest completion of the season, like next to the, I think it was the Baker Mayfield Hail Mary against the Cardinals. So generational arm talent to say the least. So he's not like the biggest, like he's not even close to like a concern for this, because like obviously he can perform well against the Chiefs. The concern that I have is the defense, like more specifically the run defense. It's probably the worst in the entire NFL. And as Joey said, the Chiefs are finally realizing that, hey, we can run the football. And like when they've run the football, like they've been pretty efficient, which is something to be concerned about for the Chargers. So I think they're going to have a pretty balanced attack. So I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win this one.
The diehard Chargers fan saying
Yeah, they're my fucking Chargers, man. I'm unreal.
That's brutal. I agree. I think the Chiefs pretty easily cover the 3 points. I think this game means a lot more to the Chiefs than people realize, because if the Chargers win this game, they sweep the series between the two.
Yeah, it's tiebreaker.
They have the total. They would be only 1 game back in terms of like the number 1 seed, and they would be able to control their whole own destiny and get like the home field advantage, all that good stuff.
What is the Chiefs' remaining schedule?
It's not super terrible. I believe they've got the Broncos again. I think they might have the Ravens or the Steelers. It might be the Steelers.
I think they're on a bye next week.
No.
No, they already got the bye.
Okay, this schedule thing is really fucked up on Google. Google, get your shit together.
It's the Steelers, the Bengals, and the Broncos.
Yes.
Well, Steelers will be tough though.
Says the Vikings guy.
They give people a run for their money.
Says the Vikings guy.
Big fan.
So I think it's fair to say that they might finish 13-4, guys.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
How long ago does it feel like when we were all saying, "Oh, it's over for them. They suck"? We were sitting in your guys' Cleveland living room and we said those exact words.
Weren't they 2-4 at that time?
Yeah.
Bad.
The thing is, they were like always like they kept winning games that everyone they weren't winning the games that we were used to seeing.
They're gonna fucking win 11 straight to end the season.
Yeah, it's like they weren't winning like them convincingly, and then the Raiders game came and they kicked the shit out of them. They kicked the shit out of them both times.
Yep.
Jared, everybody here picked the Chiefs, right?
Oh yeah.
Everybody here picked the Chiefs. I feel like this is a game where you're gonna pick the Chargers.
Well, why would I? The Chiefs are going to blow them out.
I don't know, because you're like a big opposite guy.
No.
Yeah, you're big.
All right, we got the wheel.
Clean sweep.
That doesn't sound like me.
The Chargers are technically the home team. And it picks the home team.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, Will.
Wow.
All right,
The wheel's trying to make up some ground
I
for
see
the end of
you.
the
I'm
season.
a little nervous right now. The
Wheel's
doing good.
picking my Chargers.
Thank you, Will.
It's gonna be a great game regardless. I'm really
It is.
excited. I might pick the over 2 at 52.
I'm so
That
excited.
is
for
a high
them.
over-under.
It is, but
Well, tune into Gooseneck
But-
Gambling. We'll
yeah.
talk more about it.
Right. But here's the thing. The Rams Cardinals game was a 51 over under. And
was.
that barely hit, but it hit.
the Chiefs defense is really good though. So maybe I'm just falling in love with numbers here, because the Chiefs defense has allowed 9 points in each of the last 3 games.
Yeah.
Their defense is carrying them right now, which is kind of crazy.
You know who else likes numbers?
Who's that?
Michael Beasley.
Michael Beasley.
Beasley.
All right. I had that for later, but we can kind of plug that in right now. So Michael Beasley tweeted, I think it was like a few days ago, 7,753,000,000 people on Earth. 7,529,999,999 of them can't guard me. Which, if you are decent with math, you look at that and you're like, wait, that's 223 million people who can guard him. And then he put out a tweet like a couple days ago where he was like, every 10 seconds, someone is born that can't guard me. And then we looked up a stat. Every 4 seconds, someone is born. So what he's saying is 39 out of 40 people can check him. I saw this one meme. It was like something like housewives working ready to pull up a 20 piece on Michael Beasley. It's just like this lady from like the Magic School Bus, like benching 400 pounds.
Jeez.
To be fair, I'm looking at this number now, and I would have made the exact same mistake. I'm not great at math either, so I'm going to give you a slide on this one, Michael Beasley. It
Here's the
happens to
thing.
best of
Here's the
us.
thing, though. Total Michael Beasley move to do that probably. But like, if you're gonna put math on Twitter and you're gonna put like words, like you need to have your spell check on and you have your math. Otherwise, you're going to get
Right.
memed. So
Especially if you're rich and have an agent, like send the tweet to them first and say like, "Hey, can you give this to a numbers guy? Crunch the numbers." real
definitely a
quick.
tweet after some
Right.
dog
Definitely.
usage.
Yeah. Proves that marijuana and meth do not commingle.
Exactly.
Right.
All right.
Anyhow.
Raiders, Browns. Raiders -1.
Yeah, this one shifted a little bit. I think I think the Browns would have been favored in this game. I didn't check the line on DraftKings before. But the Browns currently have 17 players on the COVID-19 list.
And maybe counting.
Probably counting, because when we did the skit video yesterday, Baker Mayfield and Kevin Stefanski were not on that list. So it is counting. Right now, the list is Kevin Stefanski, the running backs coach, Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, JoJo Natson, Austin Hooper, David Njoku, Ross Travis, Jedrick Wills, Wyatt Teller, Drew Forbes, Tapp McKinley, Odenigbo, Malik McDowell, Anthony Walker, Troy Hill, John Johnson, Nate Meters, Jamie Gillian, the punter.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Literally a Christmas song right there. It's bigger, like we said, than the Browns quarterback jersey since 1999. Does God hate the Browns?
Probably.
He hates them as much as God hates the Lions.
God gives his strongest bleach to his strongest warriors. Or Clorox does, excuse me. All jokes aside, it just seems like it's a fucking thing that happens every year for the Browns. Shit happens at the wrong time. This happened last year when the entire wide receiver room in New York against the Jets was absolutely decimated. They ended up losing that game, and they had to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the last game to advance to the playoffs.
Tough game.
It just seems like right now, with the Browns already dealing with injuries, with Baker Mayfield already having a very tough year, with them not being able to figure out things, that this shit happens at the wrong time again. And quite frankly, guys, I am fucking sick of it. Should I go up to the camera again?
You can if you want.
If you want.
I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to have a stern talking.
A lecture.
You right here?
Sure.
Fuck!
And that was Joey saying fuck.
Yeah. There you go.
Brought to you by DraftKings.
Yeah.
I got the Browns in this one.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
You think they just pound the ball with Nick Chubb and somehow find a way?
Nick Chubb passes to Nick Chubb, who's blocking for Nick Chubb, and Nick Chubb scores 400-yard game.
Yeah, I suppose Nick Chubb can't get COVID again, so that makes sense.
But here's the thing. Kevin Stefanski got it. Oh, it was last year, though, so it's like 6 months.
I think that's
We're not a COVID expert podcast. We'll just move on. Johnny, who do you got?
I guess it's an upset if I pick. I am honestly going to pick the Browns to win this one. You've mentioned that they had those COVID dilemmas against the Jets and then the Steelers and whatnot. But also keep in mind, Stefanski got COVID in the playoff game against the Steelers, and what do they do that game? 148-37.
There's a lot more people out right now. Also, here's one thing I do want to say. There's so many weird things happening that it only makes sense. Like, the NFL season's been so weird.
Right.
So it only makes sense that the Cleveland Browns win. Also, I think with the way Baker is kind of playing right now, I don't think Case Keenum is that much of a step down. That's the reason why. He's literally like a stunt double for Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's that much of a step down.
Good backup.
We've proven with the Patriots, Matt, that you don't have to pass the ball.
You do
you
not.
just run the ball and you could win the game.
Yeah, and I think the Browns do have a chance this one because I agree. I don't think Case Keenum is that big of a step down from Baker Mayfield, especially right now. I mean, since Baker's been out, the line only shifted 2 points, and usually for a quarterback, it's a guaranteed 4 or 5. Hate to be that guy, but I'm going to take the Raiders in this one. I just think Derek Carr is too good of a quarterback to not take advantage of a team like this.
I'm not exactly sure because one, I own him in fantasy, which no one really gives.
No one cares.
No one fucking cares about fantasy. No one fucking cares.
you.
I know. Okay,
Fuck you.
But okay,
Shut your mouth.
Okay, but in all seriousness, that entire team has just been absolutely underwhelming in this latter part of the season, which is something that's not new for them because they've typically had mid-season collapses, dating back to 2019 where they'd start off 5-2 or 6-3 or whatever, and they just collapse 7-9 or 8-8, they're become the mediocre team that we expected from them. So yeah, I don't know, I'm just not very high on them right now.
Jared, are you with Matt right now?
Huh?
Are you with Matt right now? Do you like the Raiders?
So most of the players that are out for the Browns are on offense.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt's out. Wyatt Teller, Jedrick Wills, their left tackle and right guard. Austin Hooper, their tight end, which honestly I think he's incredibly overpaid, so I don't think it's that big of a deal.
For Yeah, I'll go with Matt here, but I like
Jarvis Landry.
I like this under a lot. 39 points.
I think this is going to be whoever scores 14 points wins this game.
Yeah,
Man.
so I'll go with
I don't know.
I'll go with Raiders here.
Okay. All right. Raiders are the home team. No, the Browns are the home team. I'm sorry. Browns are the home team.
It picks home.
It picks the home team.
All right. We all know something that we don't.
Wheels had some chaos so far. It's pick the
Two home teams.
underdog. Sorry, I can't talk right
Both
now.
home teams so far.
I literally woke up this morning, guys. I looked at like all the texts and I just went back to bed. I was
That's
like,
sick.
I am depressed.
That's sick. Let's go to the next game.
I'm tired of rooting for a team that
Come on.
like negatively affects my mental health like that bad. That should not be a thing.
Bro, just root for the Chargers then.
There's ways to get around it. You can join my life.
Bro,
Ramley.
join me.
The
and,
Ramley.
You just not have a team.
bro, Chargers, let's go.
No.
Or the Vikings.
I don't know the COVID rules, but if Case like wins them this game, do you keep Baker out? Maybe I guess he probably has to be out for 10 days.
If Baker's vaccinated, so he'll be back in time for the Christmas game against the Packers, which he's got to play against Aaron
Is that at
Rodgers.
Lambeau?
Yep.
Yep.
It's at Lambeau.
Oh, yeah.
20 home games a year.
It always
Here's the
does
theory
feel
you
like
have.
that,
Listen to
doesn't
this. Listen to this.
Respect.
We had a theory. And I'm not going to check the schedule because, conspiracy or whatever. I don't. This is what the government wants you to do is to check the fucking schedule. Routine. They want to control you. Okay, listen to this shit. The Packers, here's my theory. Packers and the Chiefs don't have road games. I know we just did a slate where the Chargers are the home team against the Chiefs. But aside from that, I think they have 10 games a year.
Yeah. Well, there's one year the Packers had like 3 home games straight in December.
That's a joke.
I do remember that.
That's
Yeah.
happened more than
That's
once.
a fucking joke. And Aaron Rodgers is a lock in the cold, and he's a lock at Lambeau Field.
Right, especially if you get a Southern team coming up there and
Yep.
it's game over. They get multiple home games.
Absolute trust fund team.
They get multiple home games.
They yeah, that's a big statement.
That was. Careful,
right.
Jared. They're going to catch you that way.
I know. Patriots at Colts. Colts minus 2.5.
Oh.
Another Saturday game.
This is gonna be my upset of the week. The Colts are playing pretty good right now. We just saw a Carson Wentz commercial that was, based on a local commercial with the North Dakota Bank. And I don't want to make a video roasting it because Carson Wentz is a super nice guy and he's beloved here in North Dakota. That being said, the commercial is absolutely terrible. And he's your cousin, kind of. But even you, as Carson Wentz's cousin on the record, are saying that commercial is terrible.
Awful. He should not be an actor.
No. You know what? He looked like a porn actor.
Yeah, it was like weird vibes.
It was like Carson, time out.
Yeah.
Look up Carson Wentz bank commercial online.
Like First Western Bank and Trust, Carson Wentz.
I promise you will be very entertained, either that or just cringing on the floor. But just solely for that reason, I cannot pick him this week because every time I see Carson Wentz, I think, hey, that's the terrible porn actor that was in the bank commercial. But the Patriots also, I'm surprised. Are anybody surprised by this line that the Patriots are plus 2.5?
I was really surprised by it.
A little bit.
I don't know. They're still the 1 seed, right?
Yeah.
The Titans didn't take that over.
But the Colts are no slouches either.
No, they're not.
It's the two hottest teams in the AFC.
Right.
I think the spread should be close, but I think if I was a betting man, which I am because we have DraftKings, I would put this is my upset of the week. I'm going to pick the Patriots in this one.
I don't know if that's really that much of an upset though. It's like
technically is an upset.
Like but like 0.5.
It's 2.5. Look at your fucking sheet.
Oh, I thought it was like
unbelievable. Can we get talent in here, Jared?
No, it's like I thought it was like
if you want to work for the Sir Yacht show, send me an email, suryachtofficial@gmail.com.
Oh wait, okay. You know what it was? Like I think I got it mixed up. I think like the road team or whatever all right, gets like a 3 points.
Right, gets the 3 points. Okay, I see what you're saying. Is this that you know what, Johnny? That's your opinion, man.
Good one.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
All right.
Okay.
What do you got?
I'm gonna pick the Patriots to win this one. I just don't really see them being beat. And here's the thing. Like Bill Belichick will always exploit your weakness. Which is something that I don't know. Every coordinator should do in the fucking NFL. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. What do the Colts like to do? Run the ball. Who's the best running back in the NFL this season? Jonathan Taylor. Okay. Well. Agree to disagree, but I don't know. Carson Wentz hasn't really.
Was that supposed to not You picked the Patriots, but you just said some stuff about Jonathan Taylor being really good.
Okay, yep. Here's the point. Belichick is going to put all of his eggs into one basket, or many of his eggs into one basket, and focus on Jonathan Taylor.
He's the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, because Wentz has not really passed a lot recently, and he hasn't really needed to because.
What was the Easter Bunny thing?
He puts all of his eggs in one basket.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Okay, but Wentz has not really needed to pass like a whole lot recently, and I think Belichick is like looking on him to do that, like try and beat them with the pass. And the thing is, the Patriots have the best defense in the league right now
By a mile.
and like I don't know, it just feels like it feels like one of those games which Wentz has been avoiding, where he's gonna have like a massive turnover parade. I feel
Patriots defense. It's on my fantasy team.
Oh, boo.
nobody fucking cares. No one fucking cares.
Matt,
fuck you.
Matt, close your eyes. Carson Wentz, bank commercial, sounding like a porn actor. Now, open your eyes. Look at this game. Patriots, Colts. Who do you got?
If you think
Lightning round, go.
in this spot, I'm betting against Carson Walkett to a Wentz, you are sorely mistaken.
What is that?
Trace McSorley mistaken.
Trace McSorley mistaken. I love football, and this game is going to be such a chess match between two great coaches, two great
It's
organizations.
going to be such a football game.
It's going to be such a football game. Everything you love about football, we're going to see offense, we're going to see defense, we're going to see special teams, we're going to see referees. It's going to be great. I think it's going to be a game with a lot of really long possessions. I think the game's going to come down to someone going for it on a fourth down and messing up. I'm going to take the Colts. I think the Patriots still cover, but I think the Colts win this game.
Jared,
That's right.
here's the thing. Johnny said a lot of good things about Jonathan Taylor, and he is arguably the playing like the best running back in the NFL right now.
Right.
Are you on board with your cousin and the Colts right now and Jonathan Taylor?
You guys are missing a big story about this game.
Okay.
The Patriots have been watching Hard Knocks about the Colts to get intel on.
No, I think the Patriots were filming with Hard Knocks. Wouldn't that be so funny? You know those guys at the Super Bowl that carry the ladder in and they're like, they just sneak in because everybody, like, nobody's going to question somebody with a ladder getting into the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Do you think people on the Patriots were just like, I have a camera, like I'm here for Hard Knocks?
Probably.
They're just filming?
Or they just like slip HBO some money? Like, hey, can we get some
Get the rough cut.
get the rough cut?
Yeah. Can we get the raw file?
Yeah. So
HTML.
that's huge. I haven't watched a single episode of Hard Knocks.
No,
but
I haven't either.
Also, Josh McDaniels turned down the Colts job at the last minute.
There is a rivalry. Jim Irsay declared that the rivalry is back on, and they have not won a game against the Patriots.
They have not won a game against the Patriots this decade, or like the last decade. They didn't win it in the 2010s at all.
Yeah, and
I don't think Andrew Luck ever beat him.
Yeah,
No.
Matt, and it's funny you said it's going to come down to fourth down because, Matt, Johnny, do you remember years ago the Patriots went for it like on a 4th and 2?
Yeah, 2009, and then like they
That's the
didn't get it.
exact same. I'm thinking the exact same like scenario that I'm thinking
Like,
happens.
people are giving Belichick shit for giving it to Kevin Falk on like 4th and 2. So interesting you said that. So I'm all over the Patriots here.
Okay, so you picked the Colts.
I did.
And everyone
Patriots
else-
cover, Colts win.
Okay, and everyone else picked the Patriots. The Colts are the home team. The wheel picks the away team. It picks the
Wheel
Patriots.
Fucking sides with me. Let's go.
We'll see.
Matt's a lone soldier.
We'll see.
Wait. So who picked the Patriots?
All of us.
Everyone but me.
I thought you said you picked the Colts.
No, I picked the
No,
Patriots.
he picked Patriots.
Oh,
You want meth?
I got the receipts.
yes.
He's got receipts.
All right, game of the week: Cowboys at Giants. Cowboys minus 10.
No, game of the week is the game after.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the game of the week. No, we need to preface that. We're gonna have a big moment for it.
Nah, man, we can we can skim by this one.
All right. No, I don't think we can skim by this one. Cowboys.
Well, okay. If you look at the Giants, they're facing the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys win.
I think one thing you have to really keep in mind here is that Cowboys win.
I will pick a little surprise for you guys: the Cowboys.
I will say the Cowboys have like
The Giants are the home team. The wheel picks the away team. Oh.
I will say the Cowboys have not been playing all that great recently.
They haven't blown leads.
They could have like they almost choked against. I mean, I don't know if they almost choked, but like they like kind of collapsed against Washington. Dak threw that pick 6, which was fucking terrible.
I'm really proud of you guys. Everybody did that bit well.
Yeah,
It's a good bit.
it's called chemistry.
All jokes aside, I could see this being one of those trap games that the Cowboys lose inexplicably just to screw themselves over.
I don't know why we're so confident in the Cowboys. They have not been playing great recently.
It's not so much we're confident in the Cowboys. It's more just like the Giants fucking suck.
Should we all pick the Giants then?
Johnny, no, fuck that. Johnny, do you have next game? I need you to have tickets for. Okay, Like get the tickets
ticket
up.
prices.
Over under for the Cowboys Giants game is 44.5. Do we like the under on this
I'm
game?
staying away from that.
Yeah,
No,
you never know. The Cowboys could put up like 30 themselves.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm staying away from that one.
Okay.
All right, next game. Texans.
Game of the year.
Yeah, century maybe.
Friends and family special.
Texans at Jaguars. Jaguars -4.
Holy shit.
Broadcasted on PBS.
So tickets for this game, $13.
That's actually more than I thought it would be. It's in Jackson. You know what they need? They're paying Urban Meyer like $40 million.
Yeah,
They need a
Any ticket prices with Urban Meyer go up like $2.
yeah. They
so
need a.
it's
Well,
an Urban
I
Meyer
think
fee.
I thought tickets would be like $4.
Still pretty cheap.
Yeah. Listen to this. Jaguars are -4, which seems Jaguars -4 in any team. That's fucking wild. Like the fact that they're -4, but obviously the Houston Texans are very, very bad. Guys, I think this is going to be an upset. I don't know why.
agree.
I just, with all the turmoil that's happening in Jacksonville, like when the Urban Meyer, like grinding on that girl scandal after the Cincinnati loss came out, I picked the Jaguars the next week. I don't know if they won or not. I don't think they did.
Against the Titans, they lost.
Yeah, but as like it was because like everybody would unite together and like, but because they were embarrassed. But now it's just like at the point of the season where like, I think all hope.
Shit's fucked.
Dad, can you stop texting me with a fucking show going on? It's just too much, too late. I don't know why. I think it's just all that. The Texans are not good. They're not good, but I like them to win in this game. I'm gonna the over under in this game is 39.5.
Stay away.
I think I would stay away, like fucking OJ Simpson being off parole if that ever happens.
That'd be so weird if that happened.
If that happened yesterday or something.
that'd be
What a
so
crazy alternate universe that would be.
We're like memeing this game, like we're talking about way too much, but we might as well keep talking about it. Johnny, first off,
Might as well spend an hour on this game.
let's say no, hour on Jake Paul later in the show. If Urban Meyer loses his game, guys, lightning round real quick. Fired.
Mm-mm.
No,
Mm-mm.
I say yes. If he loses to the Texans, fired.
Shad Khan likes him, so
I think Urban gets another season.
Wow.
I think he gets at least the season.
yeah. Same.
I think
How
it's
about Johnny.
I think we all. Oh, okay. We all like. There's 3 different opinions on that.
Isn't that exciting?
Fired. It's fascinating. Fired after the game, the entire season. You fucking think he gets another season?
Yeah,
Why?
I think
Why?
Shad Khan is very patient to a
Yeah,
fault.
yeah.
To
No,
a
I think
huge
it's
fault.
because it's an
Huge fault.
No, it'd be an expensive mistake to fire him. So that's a good point.
Exactly. And plus, if you're bringing in a college coach, you got to kind of think it's going to take a year or two to bring the culture in.
Right. But I understand that. But everything that's fucking happened.
It's been bad.
Is Urban Meyer's fault?
Horrendous.
There has not been a single good thing. The highlight of the season was when they beat the Bills.
Without
that
doubt,
was
without doubt.
which. How the fuck did that happen?
That was
Also,
just 'cause of-
if that's things that leaked, that's not even. I bet there's like on par or worse shit that happened
Oh,
that
yeah,
has not
absolutely.
been leaked. yet.
Right.
Who do you like in this game?
So I'm going to go with an upset pick. I'm going with a tie.
Oh,
I don't hate that.
I love
That actually might be the upside
I
of this
love
game.
the tie.
Yeah, I'm not confident either team. I mean, like ties are like 1 in a billion, or just like
Can we get a 2-2
billion,
tie?
where the fuck it is.
Can we get a 2-2 tie?
That'd be sick.
That would be honestly.
Scorigami to the max.
It is. That score got
I mean, like that. Honestly, if that would happen, that might be the most tuned in fourth quarter in NFL history.
Oh, yeah.
You see NFL Sunday ticket stats just like increase.
Red Zone just like stops all programming, just goes to that game.
John Taffer just makes $1 million on that day for Sunday NFL ticket.
It's like
Fun fact: if people don't know, John Taffer bar rescue
He founded. He's one of the founders of Sunday Ticket.
Sunday NFL ticket.
yeah. I'm
Matt-
just not confident in this game.
What do you think?
I agree. I think the Texans win this game. I don't think the Jaguars win another game this year. It'll be interesting to see how far, if they do keep Urban on the staff, how far they let him go in reconstructing the roster. Because obviously he wants to cut everyone who's good and keep all his Ohio State guys. So it'll just be interesting to watch. It's a shit show.
Yeah, it's
but
pretty
I'm
wild that
excited for it.
they didn't. Well, first off, that Travis Etienne, how do you pronounce the last name? Etienne, the guy
good.
from Clemson.
He's really good.
They drafted. He obviously was injured for the entire season. James Robinson had a great year last year, and he's been like, he hasn't had a snap.
Yeah,
It's fucked.
It's messy.
It's so, and Carlos Hyde. That's just
Also, Lawrence, no flashes of brilliance at all.
9 touchdowns, 14 picks.
Yeah, nothing.
But how much
crazy.
do you think that's on Urban Meyer. I think a lot of people. I haven't heard a lot of things on Trevor Lawrence as the number one pick, generational talent. There's been no media.
Yeah,
it's
like blame
it's like
on
the
him.
quietest
just
number
like
one pick
no one's cared.
Guys, I don't want to. I didn't want to bring it up. But I'm saying Baker Mayfield.
Shut the fuck, bro. Not everything is about Baker Mayfield. Hang on, let me.
Baker Mayfield's the number one
pick.
pick.
I'm not branding.
Jared, who do you like in this game?
I'm all over the Texans.
Okay, I'm gonna.
The Jaguars are -4 in this game. That's a fucking war crime.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm rooting for a tie, but I'm going with the Texans as well. You guys have kind of swayed me.
All right, the Jaguars are the home team. There's going to be like 5,000 people in attendance, maybe. Most of them are going to be working there.
Wikipedia!
They're up from their seats and they're hugging right now.
For our listeners at home.
Yeah.
Shake your hand.
Johnny just screamed like a dinosaur, and now they're back at their seats.
Wikipedia article in studio with everyone. In studio.
That's a really...
All right, what do we
said
got?
that incorrectly.
All right, let's get Wikipedia up. That's our first Wikipedia article. Probably our second in studio with the big wheel. Random article, Wikipedia article is Bob Almond, born in South Korea, is an American comic book inker who credits include the Marvel comic publications Warlock and the Infinity Watch, Black Panther, and Annihilation Conquest Quasar. Black Panther.
Okay.
Does anybody have the nickname? Oh, the Jaguars are like a panther.
Right, exactly.
It picks the Jaguars.
Okay.
I will say the Jaguars and Panthers were both founded like in the same year.
Yeah.
And the Panthers and all two of us share a birthday.
Okay.
It's
Hey, that's a
Robbie Nuts.
Wikipedia article right there. That was wild. That was wild.
that was insane.
I can't believe that just happened.
Oh, I need a cigarette after that one.
Need a beer. Need a beer.
Bob Almonds, aka Robbie Nuts.
Bob Albin, founder of Almond Joy.
That guy's name is literally
Oh my God.
Robbie Nuts.
Robbie Nuts.
Robbie Nuts.
Rob your nuts.
All right. Titans at Steelers. Titans -2.
This is a tough game. This is
I don't. Oh, wait. They don't have Derrick Henry.
no.
I forgot.
Or AJ Brown. I don't think. Who's on my fantasy team?
Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You suck. Guys,
Not
this
as
makes
much as
me
Nathan
so
Reagan.
mad. But like everybody's memeing the Steelers because they almost won against the Vikings, but then they didn't. They were a Chase Claypool blunder away from getting another play.
Okay. Also,
And, like,
Ben
a drop.
Roethlisberger was absolute trash the first half of that game. Let's not oversight on that.
Right, but it's 4 quarters. Also, the Steelers aren't that bad. I'm sorry. No, the Steelers are bad. The Vikings aren't that bad. Excuse me. I really don't think it's like, but the Vikings are the most inconsistent. It's not going to get great after this. The Vikings are the most inconsistent team.
All right, but
in
we're
the NFL.
All right, but we're talking
But,
about
like,
the Titans.
I know, but I'm saying the Steelers caught them on a good note. You know, when You Betcha rolls in, you know, it's like when your pretty girlfriend comes in, you're like, I got to play better. You know, the Vikings started playing good. The reason I'm setting all this up is I'm not confident in the Tennessee Titans that much without Derrick Henry in Heinz Field. The Steelers are very questionable this year, but I think they get it done. I don't know how. I'm going to say the Titans cover. I'm going to say it's a 1-point game.
But you have Steelers?
I have Steelers winning, Titans cover. No, wait. It's an upset. I say the Steelers win, upset.
Yep.
I don't like that, by the way. Just for the record, Jared, since you never picked the Packers, I picked the Steelers.
Okay. Noted.
You're probably going to pick the Steelers. I'm just saying. Let's go to you first. What do you like?
Steelers. I'm all over the Steelers.
Fucking, I knew it. Fucking fraud.
Do you have any reason or just?
Yeah, I know. He just hates
numbers?
the.
No,
He
he
just,
got Claypool. He's a good player. He's
Oh,
got a
right.
head on his
He's
swivel.
not even the best
He's got
receiver
good
on his
head
own
shoulders.
team. Deontay Johnson hive. Let's go.
Well, yeah, double dip. Double trouble.
not in COVID time, Jared. We can't double.
Also,
dip.
Pat Fryermuth hive.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I'm all over the Steelers here.
On my fantasy team too.
Johnny, I'm gonna swear. I swear to God, I'm gonna punt you. Speaking of which, Steelers have a thick ass punter. Do you like the
Harvin,
Steelers?
yeah.
He's like Pat McAfee on steroids.
We saw him 2 games this year. He's like, that's a big ass boy.
That dude is a
He's a
monster.
thick boy.
Dummy thick.
He also was
All right,
was
let's-
really bad at punting the other day. He was very bad. Do you like the Steelers in this game?
I do. I just I'm
This is
also
bad.
I'm
This is
also
bad.
I'm also going to take the under in this game because it's going to be
The
very-
under
it's
over
gonna
under
be
is
very-
42.
I'm going to take the under.
So I actually like that under a lot.
Fair.
Yeah. It's a low number, but
You got black and yellow on right now.
I do. But I'm actually.
Wow,
you
Steelers
you
fan.
look like Anthony Fantano right now.
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
Bro, you're about to give this game you're about to give this game a
8 out of 10.
like a decent 9 out of 10.
No, a 7. He's always a 7.
No, flannels are at least 8.
Oh,
Like a decent 8.
Does his dress code actually reflect the
Yeah,
mood of
It
his
does.
album?
No
It does.
way,
If you
really?
wear- if you wear-
It does. Red flannels
Red
are
flannel's
bad. I think blue are like somewhere in the middle. Yellow is like light to decent 8 to a 10.
Right.
Really?
So what did he wear when the big day came out?
He wore red. He wore red. He gave it a
Red.
flat fucking 0 or like a 0 to a light 1.
That's rough.
Just opinions. That's all it is.
Savageness. Maybe a light one.
That was fun from good.
Sorry, Chance the Rapper. Anyway, so I'm looking at this game online right now. The spread has actually moved. It's Titans -1.5 right now. But that wouldn't affect what I would choose
Jared just threw something at the fucking window.
because I'm still taking the Titans this game. I still think, despite the injuries, I still think the Titans are one of the better teams in the AFC. And I think they're going to make some noise come the playoffs. I think they're an AFC championship caliber team.
With Derrick Henry back.
Yeah, because I do think he will come back.
Yeah,
I do too. That's actually a good point that we need to remember is that this team just needs to play decent enough to be in a position where Derrick Henry comes back. Here's the thing I'm worried about. The reason he got injured is because the workload is so heavy on him.
Oh yeah.
Do you think they're going to learn from it? I mean, they have
Well,
to
they
ease
have
him
to.
in.
That's your offense.
What, rely on him a
Yeah,
lot?
come playoff time, you got to just throw whatever you can.
Maybe
hope
the
it
Derrick
sticks.
Henry injury is like kind of a blessing in disguise.
Yeah,
almost.
it like opens them up to new things. And stuff
Right.
like that. I actually think
That actually is a good point.
So, all right, real goose egg shit.
Well, so it's podcast 3-1 lead over Matt. Will we blow a 3-1 lead? The title. Oh,
my
almost a wiki
God.
again, but it does pick the home team. It picks the Steelers.
I was gonna say
Wow.
real quick, a good future bet would be Titans to be in the AFC Championship or win the AFC
You
Championship.
get good odds for it right now. I'm gonna look right now.
That'd be a really good
Jared, who did you what was your Super Bowl pick?
one. Saints So
Okay.
So
So you still got Titans in that.
Yeah.
I honestly
Yeah.
think that's not bad.
right.
I do think the Chiefs are going to represent the AFC still. But that's not a bad pick for the Titans Chiefs somehow in the AFC.
You can get
Championship.
Titans plus 800 right now.
Ooh.
It's good value.
That was your that was your bet for Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Bryce Hall's the
Yep.
TikToker. Bryce Hall to win Heisman. He's TikTok. He just wins. He's like, what? He's like there.
I fucking told you guys. Yeah. Good value though on that one.
Okay.
I think if anybody were doing a future bet, that'd be my advice. Is that one?
Okay.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Holy shit, we have so many more games left.
There's always one
We have to
team
go.
in the final
There's,
four
like,
that you never expect.
I mean, I
Right.
was-
Exactly.
Sorry. Joe, I will say no one's on a bye this week. Like everyone's played their bye.
Oh, so we have 16 games?
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta
do.
get
We gotta get going.
No, we don't. Do we?
No.
No, we're good.
Cardinals at the fuckheads.
Wow,
Cardinals
Jared,
minus
Jared,
13.5.
Jared,
What's your fucking language?
Sorry.
Jared, that's your dad, okay? That's your daddy.
Dad Campbell.
Matt,
Jared's gonna get grounded if the Lions listen to this podcast.
Matt, why don't you go first and say something nice about the Lions?
I usually I would, but I think the Cardinals win this game pretty handily. It's so weird. I've never seen a team be so good on the road yet so inconsistent. At
Yeah,
home.
they're 3-3 at home this year. Makes no
And
sense.
their turnover differential is insane. Like on the road, they're I think plus 11, and at home they're like minus 1.
The 49ers started 0-4, I think, this year at home.
They did, yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
shit. You're right.
I gotta pee quick.
Go for it. What could it be?
It's a good piss game.
This is a
you
good
want
piss
us to
game.
keep talking?
Yeah, go talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't talk about me though.
Yeah. So
So we got to talk about Cardinals Lions for like 5 minutes.
Dude.
Oh, we'll be good.
Yeah, just don't talk about me.
We can move
All right.
on with it. I have the lines. We can
Fuck
move
you,
on.
Jared.
We can move on to the
Fuck
next
you,
game.
Jared.
without
Fuck you,
him.
Jared, leaving during the fucking. At least leave during a good game. Now we
Yeah.
got to
Jeez.
fucking stall for the
Yeah.
Cardinals Lions.
All right, let's fucking talk shit about Jared until he comes back.
No, we'll talk about the dad.
So, yeah, did you guys see how angry he got when the Lions came up?
Oh my
He's
god.
he's
said
gonna edit
fuckhead.
this. So
Yeah,
that's
he
gonna
said
be the funny
fuckhead,
part.
man. He was so
He's
He's
pissed
not even
off.
going to the bathroom. I think he's just gonna go look at himself in the mirror.
Yeah, like
Stare angrily into his soul.
I bet he's just like listening out that door right now.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
you, Jared.
He's got a cut press. But yeah, I think the Cardinals are gonna have a big bounce back game. I think they're pissed off. I just really want to figure out what this home field thing is. I honestly, here's my hot.
So they're 3-3.
At home, yes. On the road, they're undefeated. So here's my hot take. Kyler Murray is a big video game player. He's known to play video games, win or loss, like after the game. I think when he's at home, he's gaming too much the night before.
Oh.
And it is throwing him off. Because he's not bringing his Xbox with him on the road, I don't think. Maybe he is, but I think he's like more strict about like putting the Xbox away or like having a screen time break when he's on the road. So I think at home, Kyler's gaming too much late into the night and it's costing the team. Because that's the only thing I can think of that explains this difference.
That is an interesting theory.
I think the person who's has the most handsome head coach in that battle. So Cliff Kingsbury, Sean McVay. Cliff Kingsbury is probably the more handsome out of the two.
Mhm.
He loses. I'm saying if Matt LaFleur goes up against another, the only way Matt LaFleur takes Aaron Rodgers and the Packers to the Super Bowl is if he's up against. Actually, he might be the most handsome.
Him over McVay or
Him
Kingsbury?
over Kingsbury.
Kingsbury, I think, is slightly overrated in terms of looks. He looked really old during the game on Monday night. He had some wrinkles. And I'm not trying to face shame anybody, but
Yeah, that was total face shame right there.
yeah, you could put me out of
As a
commission.
very beautiful human being right now, I agree with you.
False.
I am allowed to face shame because I am very beautiful.
because I'm quite literally flawless.
That is a great stat. I honestly think there are certain things that people like bring up that are dumb. They're like don't have an effect on it, but like the boomers are coming in. They're like, no video games, no bed before 10 p.m. You play video games, you're just like Kyler Murray.
Your job is to only play football and only be a football player. You should not be doing anything besides football.
You
Yeah,
need
man,
to get
tell
a
you
real
what.
job.
Yeah, man. Tell you what, man. You play a dang old video game, you'll end up like Bobby Hill over there. Like, man,
Your brain will melt. And I just think
Boom,
Jared is
man.
such a good producer that like the things he
The
does
biggest thing is
well.
he does incredibly
Absolutely
well.
sure. Not a sack of shit.
So we all got the Cardinals in this game?
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
That's-
Cardinals.
No, I mean you got them too.
Yeah.
I will
Did-
pick.
did you
the
ask
Li-
Dad- did you
yeah,
ask-
there's no way he's picking the fucking Lions.
No.
Did you ask Dad's permission before picking against them?
You're grounded.
I don't know who that is. I don't have a dad.
Jeez.
Damn.
That's
Lions father issues. Lions are the home team. The wheel picks.
Home team. Holy
Oh.
shit. We're fucked. We're fucked.
If the Lions actually beat the Cardinals, sky is falling. I'm selling all of my Cardinal stock.
Joe, make a fucking bet. If the Lions beat the Cardinals, you will get like I don't know.
I will shave one of my eyebrows.
Do it.
All right, do it.
I'm going to regret this one.
Yeah,
He's saying it on the podcast right now. If the Lions beat the Cardinals, he will shave one of his eyebrows. Write that
right
down.
before Christmas, right before the holiday season.
before
Oh my
Christmas.
God.
Do you guys take family photos yet?
No, you
Eyebrows,
already did.
we
We already did.
Yeah,
We
we did.
Oh, fuck.
Eyebrows take forever to grow back. I think.
I tell you what,
I'll tell
I
you
would
what.
rather get
I'll tell you
tased.
what.
I would rather get tased 100 more times.
And the eyebrow.
I'd rather
Then
you.
get my-
I'd rather you.
In
I'd
the
rather you
eyebrow.
not. I'd rather you not.
Get tased on the eyebrow.
Well, I already said it, so I have to keep it. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's fuck, dude. Why did I say that?
Dude, don't worry. The Lions are
Jared-
gonna win.
Next
I
game.
don't know.
Next game, please.
They got Dan Campbell. Panthers at Bills.
Oh,
Bills minus 11.
Can we please?
Tickets.
Okay. It's in Buffalo.
Yeah, but
Buffler.
it's $10.
I'm taking the Bills.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. Cold game in Buffalo. Panthers. I wouldn't want to go to this game either. $10 makes sense.
Panthers are kind of like the Bills farm system because like they have like former players on each team, and also Bill Polian was their first GM, and he was a he was a GM
All right,
for
I'm
the
in the
Bills in the
90s.
I'm gonna be honest.
early 90s.
I don't give two
Hall of
fucks
Famer.
about this game. I think the Bills win by $1 billion.
Yeah, Panthers have no identity.
Panthers have no identity.
Okay, but I know that's like the Bills have kind of gotten off like these slow starts. Like, I mean, I agree they'll win. It just I don't know if they're gonna blow the fuck out of them. That's Nancy Reagan's job.
They'll win by 11. I'm taking Bills.
It's like
Easily.
it's like they start out so slow. Also, did you guys hear like Sam Darnold could come back? Which is like,
Might as well.
what do you mean? I don't want that. I mean, like, it's not that it matters or anything.
That's
It's
a crazy shitty effect of him coming back. Is like what if you can't start him over Cam Newton now?
Yeah, I'd agree. It's interesting, but yeah, I think you might as well give him the last month of the season, see if he has anything left in him.
Darnold's first touchdown. I'm back.
That would be hilarious.
I'm seeing ghosts.
Oh my God! All right, Jared. I'm just assuming you're picking the Bills. Bills are the home team, and it barely picks the home team.
Thank you, Will.
All right, so clean sweep.
Yep.
Jets at Dolphins. Dolphins minus 10.
Dolphins are sneakily one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. They're looking very, very good. I think they're on a 5-game win streak. They're coming fresh off a bye. If I didn't already pick my lock of the week, this would be a lock as well. The Jets are fucking the Montessori of They're not fucking them, but the Jets are the Montessori of blind and deaf nuns. The Dolphins are on a tear right now. I like the Dolphins by $1 billion as well.
Yeah.
Straight chalk this week, Joey.
I don't know. Just like I wish they would have shown this like earlier in the season, but hey, I guess better late than never. And like, hey, they're still kind of in the middle of the AFC race, so I'm gonna pick the Dolphins to win this one.
I agree. I think the Dolphins are really high right now, and I think they're going to be a playoff team when it's all said and done.
So thick. They're a thick team.
So give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins.
Dolphins are the home team.
Away team. Oh my
Wheel's
God.
gonna pick a fucking the away team, isn't it?
It picked the away team.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, I picked the away team. I knew it'd fucking do that.
Oh man.
The Wheel picks. It's gonna be a bad week for
Congrats,
the Wheel.
Jets. Congrats, Jets.
No. This is either gonna be the worst Wheel performance of all time, or
Legendary.
pigs are gonna fucking fall from the sky, and
I mean-
I'm gonna get my left eyebrow shaved.
I've also beaten the wheel twice, like in the last 2 weeks. So
Congratulations.
Built different. All right, football team at Eagles. Eagles -6.5.
Why?
It's up to -7 now.
Oh,
Yeah, we have -7 here. Why are the Eagles favored so high in this game?
I was confused by that too because Heineke is expected to play.
I like just because of this spread. I like the football team in this game.
I do too. The Eagles are so unpredictable, but for them to expect them to win by 7, I think is a very tall order.
who's starting too? Is it Minshew or Hurts?
That is a great question. I don't know if that has been announced
Like,
yet.
is the spread that high because like they're so confident in Minshew? Because like he played the fucking Jets.
yeah. I'm not a big Minshew guy.
I like him. I think he saw it, but I just don't know if he's like.
So an hour ago,
Starting
Nick
two.
Sirianni said Jalen Hurts and Gardner Minshew. This is via the Eagles SB Nation, Bleeding Green Nation. Nick Sirianni says Jalen Hurts and Gardner Minshew will split practice reps.
Jesus.
And the bet, it's -7.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those weird ones. It's in Philadelphia. I guess that makes a big difference. They have a
But
pretty good
minus-
home. Yeah, 7 seems
-7?
weird.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like Washington's not a bad football
Yeah,
team.
they
No
played the
pun
Cowboys
intended.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Washington to I think win this game straight up.
I'm gonna pick this as my upset of the week. I'm picking Washington to win this one. So I don't understand why the spread's that high.
I'll pick football team also.
Ooh, all right.
We got a clean sweep of Washington football team +7.
Okay, Washington's the away team, and it picks the fucking home team.
Oh, we'll pick the
The
fucking
Wheel's a
home team.
Minshew fan.
Fucking Wheel.
Fuck off.
But like,
Wheel.
we don't even know. We don't even know who's starting yet.
And even if Jalen Hurts does start, he's not gonna be 100% healthy on his ankle.
Man, absolutely. Like that's the majority of like what he does is run.
Like
for it.
if they were playing the Texans or the Jaguars, I'd be like, yeah, -7. That makes sense. But fucking -7 against a team
Washington's
that's
not bad.
well, they're arguably like in the same tier right now.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. We
I
might
don't know.
all-
Yeah, but just
we
like
might all
it's
be
like
embarrassed
mediocre,
here
but not
soon.
awful.
Something it's kind of suspicious. Dare
It's
I say
sussy.
sus?
Yeah.
Super sauce.
All right, Bengals at Broncos. Broncos -2.5.
The money line just changed on DraftKings while you were saying that, but the spread is still the same.
Keep getting correct.
I like the Bengals to upset in Denver. I'm not sure why the Bengals are an underdog in this game,
Mile high altitude.
Oh yeah.
but the Broncos aren't good.
No, than that.
They're not, but they're usually pretty good at covering or playing close games. I would argue they have a good defense that can stop the Broncos. They've got pretty good corners. They have a pretty good pass rush, but I also see the Bengals winning this game. I think the Bengals are probably at this rate going to take the AFC North, and this would be a huge win for that. Because if it's also a big game just for wild card standings into a tie of tiebreaker.
Here's
so.
the thing: you brought up the AFC North. I don't fucking know who is going to win because I don't know how much Lamar Jackson is out right now. The Ravens don't look that great, even with him. The Steelers don't look that great. The Browns obviously don't look that great. And then the Bengals probably have the best chance to win the AFC North at this point.
The Bengals are weird. They win games they should lose and lose games they should win.
Yeah, pretty
I
similar
just
to the
don't-
Steelers.
I don't understand. The AFC North is not just drunk. The AFC North is on coke.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Right.
Who do I pick? I'll pick Broncos. Why not?
I'm gonna pick Broncos as well.
I think the Broncos will cover, but I think the Bengals will win.
It's a coin flip
It
game.
feels kind of like a trap game.
Broncos are the home team. Bengals away team.
It picks the away team.
The wheel picks the away team. So the Bengals on the road.
Who
It
dey?
rides with Matt and I. Who dey? I hate that they play that song. It's like when we were at that game, or I was at that game. I was the only one here at that game. Browns Bengals, they were down 26 to them, and they keep playing that song. Who they think gonna beat them Bengals? Nobody. And then it's like the clock runs out, and it's like
They did.
we literally just won.
Everybody.
6 teams.
They beat us.
Six teams isn't as catchy because they're 7-6. So
All right.
Game of the week next.
Yes. Falcons at 49ers. 49ers minus 9.5.
Kyle Shanahan bowl.
Oh yeah, hold on.
yeah.
I think it should be like an extra point because how handsome Garoppolo is.
course.
Right. So actually, it's minus 10.5 now instead of 9.5. That's the handsome boost.
He's so pretty.
What?
He's so handsome.
I like the 49ers in this one.
Wow.
Dude, upset of the week, man. That's crazy.
Okay.
I like the Niners to win it. I think Falcons cover. They've been playing sneakily better than a lot of people realize. I believe they're 6-7 right now.
I don't know. Just like they also have like the 5th worst point differential. Like it's under 100, right? Like minus 100 right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And they're
6-7.
They're in the hunt for the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean,
They are. They're
it's
right.
amazing.
They're right there with the Vikings.
There are like 5 teams in the NFC right now, Jared, that are 6-7. Does that make you nervous, or do you just not have any expectations for the rest of the
I'm
season?
numb. Well, I'll tell you next week if I'm numb or not yet.
as he wears a Vikings sweatshirt.
Yeah.
I think the Niners can make some noise in the playoffs too if they can get in. So I'm excited to see that.
Yeah. Niners win. I think they cover.
Do we all like the Niners?
Yep.
Okay.
So the wheel's gonna pick the away team.
Probably. The Niners are the home team. Falcons are the away team.
All right, it picks-
the wheel picks the home team. The wheel
you,
actually
Wheel.
picks the 49ers.
Let's fucking go. Wheel.
Let's
High
do
five.
The
Wheel.
49ers are really weird at home.
High five, Wheel. Okay.
Please stop. Please don't do that. The wheel doesn't have hands. You know that. Don't do that.
You
to
just tried to do it too.
him. No. I was going to high five you. The 49ers started off really bad at home. I think they've kind of found their groove recently. I honestly think the Falcons could cover this game,
Yeah. I think it's very doable.
especially if it's 10.5 with Jimmy Garoppolo being handsome.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Packers at Ravens. Packers minus 5.
lock. I just, with the way the Ravens have been playing recently, and especially if Lamar Jackson's out, I think this is a very safe -5 right now. I think if Lamar Jackson comes back and starts, I think it maybe goes to 4, but 5. I mean, this would be, if you want to make some money, I would bet Packers win by more than 5. I don't know. Do you disagree?
I mean, yeah, if Lamar plays, I'm all over the Ravens. Packers don't really travel that well.
Their fans do.
Not in December.
Their fans do.
They're too used to playing at home, the Packers. So
In the cold, it's not cold enough.
yeah, that East Coast wind, just they can't handle it.
It's too humid for
It's too
them.
misty.
It's so humid. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm all over Ravens in this one.
I could not didisagree more. The Packers are my absolute lock of the week. I've already placed the bet. Even
Jared,
if
what?
Lamar does play, he sprained his ankle. He's not gonna be able to run. And I know people say Lamar Jackson's improving as a pocket passer, and he is, but he is still not a good pure pocket passer.
I agree.
I don't know.
So I think Packers -5. I would take it up to like 7 or 8.
Did you bet spread or money line in this game?
I did spread. Packers -5 spread.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so I'm also gonna pick the Packers in this one, but I think like there's like a big concern like about that team as a whole, and like it's not really the offense because Aaron Rodgers is playing at MVP level and he's got really great chemistry. It's not the defense because they've
Special teams,
it's the fucking special teams.
Huge concern.
bro. The Bears went lights out in special teams.
That was like one of the worst special teams games I've ever seen, and they won that game by 2 possessions, which tells you like how good the rest of the team is.
But it's literally 3 phases of the game.
I mean, granted, they're facing the Bears, which is like
Plus, Rodgers got a hurt foot.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a huge factor.
Dude, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is everyone?
It's gonna get worse. It's not gonna get better.
Everyone's got hurt feet these days, man.
Yeah.
Tell you what, man, crazy. Rex
My
Ryan
dog
gonna come
is-
after
I was
you.
just gonna say Rex Ryan probably has a photo. He probably got a leaked photo.
You guys see him on ESPN say I'm something of a toe expert myself?
Yeah, that was, and then Ryan Clark walked off stage. So wait, Jared, who do you have?
The Ravens. I'm all over the Ravens.
Fucking god damn it,
You're
Jared.
such a loser, dude.
Urban
Urban Meyer would call you a giant loser.
I hope Dan Campbell beats your ass.
Ravens are the home team.
Picks the Packers.
Picks the away
Fuck
team,
you,
It
Jared.
says fuck you, Jared.
Picks the
I
away
say
team.
fuck you.
It literally
That's what it
says,
picks, man.
actually, it's not even on the way. It says, fuck you, Jared.
Let's get a cheese head on Jared's head.
No.
Jared,
Photoshop
Jared,
it.
here's the bet this week. If the Packers beat the Ravens. No, if the Cardinals lose to the Lions, you have to wear a cheese head on the next episode.
I'll shave my eyebrow.
He doesn't even want to do that.
Oh my God.
I'm not doing that.
He already said it.
You guys should trade eyebrows.
No, Jared said it. Jared,
I'll Photoshop my eyebrow out.
no, you already said it. You have to shave your eyebrow.
No, I'm not doing that.
Well, you already
You just
did.
said it.
I have the best eyebrows in this building right now.
You actually have very
Exactly.
good-
So like,
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
wait, what?
No, yeah, your eyebrows suck. My eyebrows aren't
Bro.
that great. Matt is on fleek. Yo, eyebrow off right now.
Bro, don't
Go.
even stop fucking saying. Don't say on fleek.
Do the eyebrow.
Mine actually aren't that good. I have to shave them because they grow in the middle. a good
Oh,
amount,
Jared.
so.
All right, Jared.
I'll give it to
Jared has
Jared
the
for
best
now.
eyebrows by far
Yeah.
in the office.
So I can't shave them, so I can't do that.
Okay.
my
Neither
number
can
one
I.
asset.
Neither can I.
Nope. Sorry.
I can't do it.
Sorry.
If the
Sorry.
if the Packers win, I'll eat a grilled cheese sandwich.
Fuck you, dude.
What, you should have lunch?
You're just gonna. I will eat lunch.
This sucks. This sucks so much.
Oh my God, I hate this. Oh, is this Gouda?
Sounds good right now, actually.
Sounds
I'm
pretty
so
good.
hungry.
though.
Can we keep this going?
Fucking starving.
All right.
Seahawks at Rams. Rams -4.5.
Lock.
Rams.
How many
Rams.
locks do you have? You have like so many locks.
No, not lock of the week. Just lock.
Call you the
I like the
locksmith.
Rams. I am the locksmith.
Yeah. Are
Sir Lock.
the Rams?
Ooh.
Are the Rams a really good? Are the Rams like a top 5 team again?
Yes.
You'd say.
Yes.
That's tough for me to say because I was saying they're frauds last week. So for me to say they're top 5 is a stretch. But I think if they
that's an
play like
upgrade
this for
for you.
a couple more games, I will put them in my top 5.
It's
Yes.
like Stafford's found his groove again, and Joey, I know he's on my fantasy team.
No. All right. Next time you say it, I have football.
Fuck you.
I'm not going to touch this game betting wise. The spread kind of scares me a little bit. And Russell Wilson, I think, is pretty good against division opponents. But yeah, Rams all the way. Rams are a top 3 team in the league. My bet for the Rams to win the Super Bowl that I placed in Vegas is still alive and it is breathing. Let's go Rams.
Going Rams.
What was your bet?
I bet on them to win the Super Bowl when I went to Vegas this summer. And I also bet on Baker Mayfield to win MVP. Oops.
Oofdas.
Damn.
Him being out this week really that's the reason why he probably won't
exactly.
win it.
So
Probably won't win
thanks, COVID. Ruined my chance of
On-
winning
because
$25
of this
on
week.
Baker
it.
Mayfield.
Jared, do you like the Rams in this game?
I love the Rams in this game.
Okay.
All right, well, good.
So everybody picked the Rams, correct?
Yep.
We're all big Ramley right now.
Rams are the
And
home
so
team.
does the wheel.
One big happy Ramley here. At
Rams
the
are the
Surrey
home
Yacht
team. The
Show.
wheel picks
Goddamn
the home
motherfucking
team.
Sweet. Let's
We're
go.
a big happy Ramley here. Rams will win according to the wheel.
All right, Waldo game here. Saints at Bucks. Bucks -10.5.
It's up to 11 right now, actually.
It's at 11
Yeah,
right
11 on DraftKings right now. The
I am gonna
over-under
stop
for this game is
printing.
46.5. I think the Buccaneers offense is. I mean, Bashad Perriman scored the game-winning touchdown the other day. Like their offense is absolutely lethal. I seriously think Chiefs Bucks Super Bowl.
I do too.
What makes you say that? It's not like
Slightly
it's not like they
acceptable,
met.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
It seems like it's that time of the year when the Bucks are just gonna decide, hey, we're the best team in the league. We're gonna turn it on. And
I agree.
Yeah, for like 2 years in a row.
I think
it just got Brady.
I think it's the funniest thing if all this is probably the most chaotic NFL season that I can remember ever. Like where nobody knows who the clear favorite is. At any given week, the Jaguars could beat the Bills, Texans could beat the Titans, stuff like that happens. And then the Chiefs Buccaneers, most normal Super Bowl happens. Like if you woke up from a coma like 17 weeks after it started, like everything started, or like 20 weeks, and you go to the Super Bowl, you're like, oh yeah, Chiefs
Yeah,
Buccaneers.
this is
That
a
makes
simple
sense.
year, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That really makes sense. I like the Buccaneers in this one, obviously, by $1 billion. Everybody got Buccaneers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Saints might cover, but yeah, I like.
Yeah, I
Buccaneers.
was about to say I think the Saints cover because like I don't know, I like that Bucks defense just kind of
You
sucks.
You have that much faith in Taysom Hill?
I don't have faith in Taysom Hill.
Coming off a hot
Sort of.
win on the New York Jets?
I have faith in the Saints defense against Tom Brady. They often give him trouble.
Interesting.
That's true.
Buccaneers are the home team. Saints are the away team. This is the second game we've seen the Saints play, and it picks the home team. Picks the
Wow.
Buccaneers.
No,
Barely.
man.
Picks the Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Gronkaneers. And the game of the week, Jared, dare I say, your favorite game. This would be nice for you because you get stress-free football again 2 Sundays in a row.
Little mini bye week for us too.
Yeah.
So it's Vikings at Bears. Vikings are.
Why
favored
the fuck are the
-3.5.
Bears on prime time again? Why?
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 Jared, say the line again because we got to do this for a fucking real
Vikings
time.
at Bears. Vikings -3.5.
Okay.
Okay. Why are the Bears? Why are they giving?
So they got a Sunday night last week and they got a Monday night this week. It's because, like
Thursday
you
night
said,
last
they're the number one market in the
did.
NFL.
They almost made it interesting last week. Like first half was really interesting, and then they just fucking sucked again.
Yep.
Fuck the Bears. Vikings. I'm picking the Vikings.
Thank you, Johnny.
It's not because of you, Jared. God damn. I mean, it is. It is.
Matt.
You keep winking.
Matt. Wait, look at me.
You think what I'm thinking?
I like the Bears in this game.
I do too. I do too. The Windy City.
Hey, Vikings had their win of the year. You know, they beat the Steelers. You know, everybody's really happy.
And the Packers.
It's a letdown game for the Vikings.
No.
The best time to bet
And the Packers.
against the Minnesota Vikings is in games the Minnesota Vikings are supposed to win.
Also, hang on. It's Monday night. Like Kirk Cousins has only won one game on Monday night, I believe.
Oh.
But hang on.
Jared's face is absolutely dead right now.
Wait. Let me explain. His first win on Monday night was
Bears.
also against the Bears.
Yes.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm saying with Vikings in this one.
I think, the Vikings are going to fly into Chicago. They're going to see all those billboards of Brian Urlacher with hair now. And they're going to step into that cold field, and they're just not going to be able to figure this out. I think Bears win. I don't know by what point differential. I think the Bears somehow win this game with special teams.
Wait, hold up. I just want to point out that the over-under in this game is 44. I'm picking the fucking under.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, well, do you have any fucking confidence?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Justin
What?
Fields didn't play too bad last Sunday.
Yeah, but-
against the Packers.
And then Zimmer
his
usually
special teams.
does well against rookie
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
but like it was also like a majority of that was like special teams.
Jared, you got Bears?
I love Justin Fields, but
No, I just think the Vikings will. I don't know.
You're not confident.
They might go on a little run.
You don't know.
They are notorious for playing shitty at Soldier Field.
They are.
It is such a struggle to win there.
Does your heart tell you Vikings though? Still,
I don't know.
Jared, do you have a
It's
heart
like, yeah.
anymore?
I'll pick what the wheel picks.
All right.
Interesting.
All right.
Will picks Wiki. Bears are the home team. The wheel picks the away team. It picks the Vikings.
Thank you, Will.
Wow.
All right, so Jared, me, and the wheel have the Vikings.
So that was week 15 NFL preview presented by DraftKings. Good job, guys, on the picks. The wheel was absolutely all over the board.
Yeah.
We already talked about Michael Beasley's tweet. Steph Curry, 2,974 three-pointers all time. Coming from Cavs fans over here, too. A LeBron fan. And Matt. Matt, you really don't have any teams.
I like Steph Curry a
I
lot.
told you.
He doesn't have any teams.
Steph Curry's a team.
I like Steph Curry a lot.
I like the individual.
I do. I honestly cheer for players more than I do teams. Is that crazy though? Is it
No,
crazy?
it's not in this day and age. It's absolutely not. Like I think like team sports fandom for the most part is kind of like a disease.
I feel like
it's
no.
It's just like you invest like way
No.
too much in them.
I feel
when
like
they win and lose.
it's sports purgatory. That's what it is.
No, it's not sports purgatory at all.
Maybe you're not as depressed, but you're not as happy as Jared and I are going to be. Like Minneapolis Miracle or the Cows winning the 2016
Bro,
finals.
that's the thing. If they're good, you just go back there. I don't care.
No,
I don't give a
no,
fuck.
you ride with
I don't
them.
give. I don't
you
give a
ride
fuck.
with them.
Fuck that. I don't
What do
care.
you mean?
I don't care if it makes you like a fake fan or whatever.
It is. You are a fake fan.
Good.
It's
I don't
called
give
bandwagon
good. I don't
fan.
give a
You
fuck.
only
It's
root
better
when
for my.
they're good?
It's fucking better for my mental health if I don't root for them when they're like I don't know 0-82
fake.
or whatever.
Tough guy over here. Fucking tough guy.
All right, talk shit to Matt. Then he's doing the exact same fucking thing. You got two people
I do
against
every
you.
week.
Speaking of hitting threes, Steph Curry's dad. I just found out
They got
Steph Curry's
divorced.
parents are
Don't
divorced.
you fucking say it. This is a fucking boomer joke. I know.
No. Steph Curry's dad was with 3 women.
I know.
yesterday at the game.
That's why I said. I know.
That's not a boomer joke. That's
There
literally just
were-
a
It's a
fact.
huge dad joke.
It's pretty.
No,
It's pretty risky of Steph's mom to be there with Pete Davidson also in the crowd.
Oh,
Steph, do you see? There's a meme. There was a meme, and it was just that picture of Steph hugging his mom, and he's like, "I swear, just don't go after Pete Davidson."
yeah, I saw it.
He was
After he
Pete
breaks the
Davidson was
record.
spotted at the game with
If Pete Davidson,
John Stewart.
Wait.
Pete Davidson hooks up with Steph Curry's mom, I'm shaving my other eyebrow.
Wait. Did
Doubling down.
Did any of you guys
Have a
see?
bad week.
Okay,
It
question.
happens in a half hour,
Fuck.
or like it happens Sunday.
Speaking of Davidson, did any of you guys see like that Photoshop of him holding hands with Nancy Reagan?
No way.
Yeah, it was there a couple
No
days. I was
way.
fucking dying.
That is
Holy shit.
that is absurd. All right, let's go to our segment. Well, actually, I'm going to say this on the Goose Egg Gambling Podcast. So for people that don't know, please follow goose.egg.gamble. Matasaurus Rex and Jared might do it. Host that one.
Yep.
And some free cheese for you guys. Spread tonight on the Cavs. The Cavs always cover. They're the best covering team in the NBA right now.
Not even close.
They're playing the Houston Rockets. I don't know what the line is currently, but bet on the Cavs.
Yeah, aren't the Rockets like terrible too?
Yes.
I think they have a
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with spread.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Houston, we have a problem.
What is up?
The spread is 9.5. Spread is 9.5. Let's go to our next segment, and then we'll close. Worst athletes to take a road trip with. Matt, go first.
Okay. This guy's
Actually, Johnny, go first.
All right.
Sorry.
Matt,
Okay.
you go first.
No, Johnny.
I don't
go
have mine ready yet.
Joy, you go first.
No. Matt, go
Matt,
first.
go
I'll
first.
go first. All right.
I can go first. No.
All right. So this person has been in the news recently for reasons, but this is not for that reason. But I'm going to go with this person because they're a bit of a know-it-all. They like to talk a lot. They think they're really smart, and I think they would talk my ear off a bit.
Colin Coward.
I am someone who on a road trip kind of prefers silence. I like to just listen to the radio, listen to a podcast, listen to an audio book.
I agree.
And because of that, I'm going to go with one of my favorite athletes, Kyrie Irving. I love him as a person. I even love like listening to him talk sometimes, but I just feel like he would not shut up a little bit. I think he would talk a bit too much. I think he would
Especially now.
say a lot of fun facts that I just don't need to hear. Like,
You're
he'd be
like-
like, oh, here's an interesting thing about that town.
He's like, isn't that funny how flat this road is?
Yeah. Yeah, we would hit our first hill and he would just not be about it.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
What? Do you have one?
Yeah.
All right, Jared, you're going to go
No,
first.
I said yeah.
I don't have one yet. Let me think.
So he would also be the guy who like would want to stop and see every little fun fact thing on the way. Like, oh, world's largest thing of twine. Let's go check it out. I'm like, Kyrie, we have an ETA of 18 hours away from now. We got to stay on the
That's the
road.
thing we should take into mind, too, that it is an 18-hour drive.
Yes.
Who do you got?
I'm gonna pick Aaron Hernandez because he'd be dead.
Yeah, I'd be like weekend.
No, wait, no. The worst one I'm picking is Ben Roethlisberger. It just feels, I just like, regardless of like what happened, like a decade ago, which was
All right.
pretty fucked up.
Right.
I just feel it'd be like so uncomfortable.
He also probably smells bad. That's
Yeah,
just my
he
thing.
looks like he
probably
smells bad. He looks like he smells bad.
He looks like he plays Dungeons and Dragons Friday nights.
What the fuck is wrong with
And
that?
he probably smelled. No, nothing wrong with that. They just probably don't smell good. That's
And
all.
he probably, like every gas station you
Jeez,
stop at,
you smell shaming?
he's probably getting the bomb burrito too.
He's getting that and like corn nuts. Just
Yeah.
the worst smelling nut.
And he lets out a nasty fart that just seeps. And like you lower the window down the highway, but only a little bit because you're going 80 miles an hour. Johnny, stop. What are you doing?
He's for sure the
setting a
dude-
visual.
He's for sure the dude who like farts in the car and like laughs about it when everyone else is pissed. Like, dude, why would you do that? And he's like, isn't that funny? And he also needs to pee every stop.
Yeah, like every hour.
I had too much Monster Energy.
I had too much Mountain Dew again. Jared, who do you got?
I don't know. Let's see.
For someone who really, Dan Campbell might
Yeah,
be
it's a
good
fucking
one.
Dan Campbell again. I swear to God.
Yeah, I talk.
He talks a lot, and then he also beat the Vikings, so you probably hate him a lot.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. I think AJ Pierzynski, he was kind of a tool back when he played. I didn't really like him, so I'd say AJ Pierzynski.
I have two people. First is OJ Simpson.
Big shock.
You get where you're going quickly. He's really good at driving through traffic.
Don't-
You know who else would be annoying? Tim Tebow.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna pick Tim Tebow.
yeah, absolutely.
Tim Tebow would just like try and be inspiring and like try and get you to run through a brick wall, even though you're just stuck on like
Blitz.
94.
Jesus.
No,
And yeah, the music choice.
Yeah,
You
the
are
music,
very-
the fucking music choice.
very limited.
I'm gonna pick John Gruden as my second one. I'll pick John Gruden
Bro,
as my second
you
one.
picked him last week.
No.
Not
Oh yeah, you did. You did.
yeah, but worst man of the year.
Right. You just pick a
I
very
don't know. It
weak.
just feels redundant.
I feel like he'd just be. I tell you what, man, and he just would talk about some story.
Should we switch up and do best athletes to take a road trip with?
Yes, let's
Yeah,
do that.
let's do that.
I think Gronk would be a
I
blast.
think Tim Tebow
Oh,
would be great. No.
I think Gronk would be a blast.
I agree.
Great insurance.
Yeah, you'll just,
Stolen value. Can we stop airing those USAA commercials?
they're so bad.
Yeah.
They're rough.
Busted. I'm not a member.
That Super Bowl chip, Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
And to Frank,
but I'm special.
and to Frank, don't you love me, man?
Gronk, you're under arrest for fraud, impersonation, fraud, whatever the fuck the term is.
I think you would like Nick Chubb, Matt.
You think?
Nick Chubb is one of those. The reason I like Jared a lot is because Jared, for the most part, speaks and it like doesn't speak all the time, but when he does, like his words hold weight. I think Nick Chubb is the exact same way. Like he like puts something on Instagram or when he says some like quote, like his most badass quote is someone was like why he doesn't do any like why he doesn't like talk or like do all his flashy stuff after touchdowns and stuff. And he's like, you don't need to see a Lamborghini commercial to know that they like exist or something like that. Like a Lamborghini doesn't need to advertise is what the quote was. So I think Nick Chubb would be great in a road trip for the silence. I think he'd have great taste in music, and then he would just say something funny out of the blue, like one of those things. Also, because he follows me on Twitter. So
There we go.
there it comes. There it is.
I don't hate that. Yeah, because I like the silent type on a road trip. But also, you do want someone like for the first and last hour of the road trip. That's when like all the fun usually happens. That's when you're super excited because you're just left and you're almost there. So yeah, I get behind Nick Chubb. That sounds like a fun time.
I'm gonna pick Kyler Murray. Like you mentioned that he's like kind of like a gamer. He just seems like he has like that fun, like easygoing attitude that I think like would make him like a complete bro.
Just put a Nintendo Switch in front of him, have him sit in the back seat because he can't sit in the front seat because he's short.
Jeez,
So
man.
set him in the back seat.
That would be
put a
illegal.
Nintendo Switch in front of him. He'll have a good time.
The baby seat.
Yeah.
One of the funniest people in the NFL also
Love you, Kyler.
is Jamal Williams. My old co-host and I, Gab Gotti, we interviewed him on the Yacht Club podcast like 5-6 months ago. And like, if you look at him, he's like kind of like Myles Garrett, like an anime guy. I think Myles Garrett would be hilarious too. But
I probably should have said
Jamal Williams is hilarious. Like, go watch an interview with him. Unbelievable. I think I would pick him too.
I'd probably pick Shaq.
Oh, great choice.
It's an easy one.
Wow.
You'd have to have the right car for sure.
Yeah.
I like Shaq. Yeah, but if you got Shaq in your car,
he's like the exact opposite of Kyler Murray.
if you got Shaq in your car, it's probably a big car, and I think I would like that. I would pick Shaq too.
We'll take a Chevy Sonic.
As long as he's paying for the gas on the trip.
A Chevy
because you
Sonic.
guys a lot of
All
gas.
right, hang on.
Tip it to one side.
Let's switch it up. Who's the most average person?
Johnny.
Joey.
I'll say Bernard Berrien.
That's a good one.
Who is that?
That's a good one.
He's just an old receiver for the Bears and Vikings. He's the first person I could think of. Greg Camarillo.
Kirk Cousins probably.
I would probably say Troy Aikman.
Kirk would just be a dad on the trip. Kirk would just be like, all right, everyone pack this. Kirk would not stop for food at all. He like packed little sandwiches in a
Or
baggie.
we'd stop at every pizza ranch, one of the two.
That would be great.
You like that? You like that?
Any errors, Jared?
I did count like one error, Joey. You mispronounced Odenebo's name like earlier.
I mean, you just did too.
No, that's his name, Odenebo.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
I'd like to present the error that Jared had multiple lines wrong from the lines he printed an hour, 2 hours ago compared to the live lines. I don't know how you messed that one up personally.
Printer paper doesn't update, so
Yeah,
man.
you should update your printer paper.
I should
then.
get an
man.
iPad.
You should get a
Improvise.
Microsoft Surface.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like the NFL.
Oh yeah. Okay, real quick. Do you guys remember when Surfaces came into the NFL and the announcers didn't know what to call it, so they kept calling them iPads, and then like a week later, like they got an email, like everyone called them Microsoft Surfaces.
Microsoft was pissed. Yeah,
Yeah.
like look at Tom Brady there looking at his Microsoft Surface HG tablet. It sounded so forced.
Oh, you know they were like, look, if
They
you don't
got
do this,
chewed
you're
out.
fucking
That was an
done.
angry email. They probably all
They
Yeah,
got
got.
Microsoft
No, it was
Surface tablet sponsored by DraftKings.
That was a Zoom call. That was a Zoom call.
Held on Microsoft Surface tablets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It was so like, and there's like multiple commercials for Surface tablets. Like this injury report is brought to you by Microsoft Surface tablets.
This Microsoft Service tablet moment has been brought to you by Microsoft Service.
The official Microsoft Surface tablet of the NFL.
Microsoft Service. Jeff Bezos, any closing remarks?
I just love how great this episode was. It kind of reminds me a lot of Blue Origin.
We're always plugging Blue Origins, Jeff Bezos.
It's just crazy how
God
we just
bless
get people
it.
to space. Anybody can do it. All you need is $1 million.
Jeff, quick question. Who's the worst person to take on the drive?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm glad
Up
you
to
asked
space.
that.
Up to space.
Up to space. Oh,
Take a
geez.
space trip with.
Yeah.
Someone who doesn't have $1 million, or
Whoever owns any retail store, that is the absolute worst.
if you don't have $1 million,
Or you don't have $1 million.
would you, if Adolf Hitler gave you $1 million, would you take him to space?
Absolutely.
Jeff Bezos just like forced to step down.
Has Jeff Bezos ever watched a sport in his life, do you think? There's no chance. He wants to
No,
buy
he
like
watches
an
Thursday
NFL.
Night
Yeah, he wants to buy
does
the
he?
football team.
Yeah, with Amazon X-Ray.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Good
Think
job,
so.
Jeff.
All right. I think that was a good episode. Thank you again, WyattzWorld, for joining us. Thank you, everybody. I think my seat has gone down a little bit for some reason. But this has been the Sir Yacht Show presented by DraftKings. Matasaurus Rex, thanks for joining us again.
Thanks for having me.
Just show up from now on, whatever you want.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
We're looking forward to all our picks being wrong this week, and we'll see you next week. Sir Yacht Show. Thanks. Peace.
Peace.